phone conversations. It needs to be on the air.
Hey, hi there, everybody. It's Scott and Tim here, Ron the Wedge Henthorn, at the homecoming Glacier Peak and Monroe Bearcats homecoming night. Tim, how are you?
I'm excited, actually.
I am a little excited. Crisp, cool night here at Veterans Memorial Stadium.
The weather this year has been just gorgeous for us. I think this is going to be, I think I've said this like 4 weeks in a row. This is going to be our last week of good weather.
You have.
I think it's going to be cold out there on the field, guys.
Ron, he's got the parka waiting. We decided that Ron needs his own blue tent.
With a heater.
Yeah,
and we've got a heater.
We do.
Just steal Jesse's heater. He's not even here yet.
Anybody listening?
I need a bed, too.
You
so
do.
I can take a nap at halftime.
You do. We need a cot. We need a little bed in there. It should have full logo. Todd, you can probably do this. Todd Elvig, 5-tool player. We need the wedge. He needs his own logo.
You should have an STSPN on
wedge logo?
Yeah. The wedge
or
logo.
Or at least an STSPN one.
I think that'd be great.
I mean, he's always in concussion protocol, the wedge.
We could get him like we could change the cheese hat, because that's kind of a wedge of cheese.
Well,
we could change
no,
it to some
that's
sort of
not
a wedge.
right. The wedge, no, the wedge is about breaking in.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But tonight he's going to be in hypothermia protocol.
Probably.
I'm going to be running up and down the sidelines, getting warm.
That's good. We need you there. There's going to be some critical calls tonight.
Yeah, we're going to need you, Ron.
Okay.
We're going to need you on your A game, so don't freeze out there.
Tonight is actually a critical game. It's a big Wesco 4A matchup tonight. Big implications, Tim Boyle.
Oh, it's huge.
Huge.
Huge. And right now, GP's got the advance. Well, Monroe, oddly enough, is sitting in 4th in Wesco right now. And who would have
3 and 2
that?
in the league, 3 and 4 overall.
They've lost to Lake Stevens, of course. Everybody probably would have picked that one, but
early.
The Mount Vernon one, I think that caught everybody by surprise.
Yeah.
I think that put Mount Vernon on the map. And speaking of Mount Vernon, they're sitting at what, 6-1 this year?
4-1. There is a 5-0 Lake Stevens, Glacier Peak, and Mount Vernon tied up at 4-1 in the league right now.
And all together,
overall 6-1. Correct.
Yeah.
But Monroe being in 4th place tonight, guys, if they win, where do they move to?
Well, that moves them into tied for 3rd, right?
Well, we had all kinds of scenario planning up here. We were like John Schneider and the Seahawks. We had like 1,800 cards out. Just to see exactly if they lose, they win, they lose, they win.
You know what it was? It was like Mr. Playoffs on KJR.
Yes. Or I like to say in the rankings, Tetris.
Yes. But all kidding aside, this does have huge implications, because theoretically, if Glacier Peak lost tonight and then they went up to Mount Vernon and won, you'd have a 3-way tie for 2nd place with no one coming out ahead in the tiebreaker in that.
And we have
because you'd have Monroe beating Glacier Peak, but you'd have Glacier Peak beating Mount Vernon and Mount Vernon beating Monroe. So it's all, of course, that's all hypothetical. We got to play the games.
Yes, we do.
But tonight is a huge game.
It is a big game,
and it's a chance for Glacier Peak to actually get a little revenge on Monroe, because Monroe's run the table on them the last couple of years. 57-0 last year, and 64-6, I think, the year before.
It's a huge game for both of these teams tonight. But which team do you think really cares more about winning tonight?
Well, it's difficult to say, but it is homecoming for Glacier Peak. I think Glacier Peak's got a little more on the line. Monroe's actually had 4 losses this year.
Yeah, they're young. Monroe is young.
And a young quarterback. Which is I know that's in the pregame lineup, is the big debut here on STSPN for Fergoso.
Yeah, Gio Fergoso.
Gio Fergoso. How you doing? He's putting up some big numbers.
He's been spinning the ball this year.
Oh, my goodness.
And him and Ziomas have kind of similar, just gaudy numbers this year.
Came out of nowhere. Nobody's talking about Fergoso.
No, in fact, that we were talking to Coach Bumpus earlier, and he said he kind of came in last year a few times and he'd throw pick sixes, so he did come out of nowhere, literally.
Ron, have you heard of Fergoso?
Not until tonight, no.
I mean, rev up the machine. Let's get the T-shirts.
Gio Fergoso. How about that name, though?
Gio Fergoso.
And then you got Effin Chisholm. I love that name. If his parents are listening, that's a great name.
Oh, it's money.
Yeah.
They knew they had a premonition.
I wonder if his great-great-great uncle is John Chisholm.
Let's go over, first of all, the quarterback for the Monroe Bearcats wearing number 1. 2 quarterbacks wearing number 1. 122.
Color guard here. We'll break away for a moment. Just a few minutes away. Monroe, Glacier Peak, Wesco 4A kickoff coming on STSPN.
See you down on the field.
Lake Stevens will help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Everett Greenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, right here for homecoming for Glacier Peak, facing the Monroe Bearcats. Speaking of Monroe, they, arguably, you could make a case they have one of the toughest schedules in the state. And they didn't start off so good on the win-loss column, but boy, they played some juggernauts.
They did. Well, they start off with Eastlake, who's always good. And they're one of the, usually a lot of times they're one of the top teams in the state. And then after that, they got beat by Eastlake 35-19, and then they got to go to Woodinville for a 30. They got beat by Woodinville 38-14. Of course, Woodinville, they're always, last year, didn't they finish like second or third?
Oh,
in the
yeah,
state
and they've had some big wins this year.
Yeah, last year I think they lost to Richland in the final.
Yeah, they're top ranked, top 10 always.
Yeah, and then after that, they go to Lake Stevens.
Early game for them usually. It's usually they end the season with that.
Yeah, they started. I don't know if how that all works, but and they kind of actually gave Lake Stevens a good game. They put 31 points on Lake. I don't think anybody else has scored 31 points on Lake Stevens.
No, Glacier Peak.
Glacier Peak's actually played them closer than anybody in the state, but Lake Stevens actually put 31 on them.
And that big loss, Mount Vernon.
That kind of puts Mount Vernon on the map. They are kind of like a quiet. They're a quiet 6-1 right now.
They really are.
And they're kind of like the Cougs. That people don't start noticing them until they're like 6-1.
Well, they will notice them tomorrow. If you hadn't heard, they are the Game Day ESPN.
What? Game
They
Days
called
in
you
Pullman?
and I. They called you and I, but we were busy. We couldn't get there tonight.
We're supposed to. And I was going to be the guest picker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tim Boyle. You should have been the guest picker.
I would have taken the Cougs, of course.
Of course. But our agent, we wanted some special circumstances. We want to get the helicopter flown in.
Yeah, we asked for too much and they called our bluff.
Seems
so
to be
we're here.
Yeah, that's what we're getting ready. Glacier Peak in the home blue uniform, the Navy uniforms, the Bearcats in the white jerseys there. Our head referee tonight, Luke Carpenter, will tell you all about that. And we see they're on the wedge down there.
Yeah, let's get a mic check with Ron and see if he's working down there. Ron, you hear us?
There we go. Ron's talking. Ron.
We can hear him.
We can hear him.
I can't hear him, but that's okay. Well.
So do you have me?
Oh, there
you
we go.
go.
The wedge is back. All right. Everybody, everything's working.
Excellent.
Let's play some football.
Let's do it. Caleb Mattern for Monroe going to kick it off, and it's a squibber.
Uh-oh, you better get on that.
Taken at the 30 by none other than number 46, of course, Mr. Wilkinson, Ryder. And that'll start him off right there. So Glacier Peak, Aiden Ziomas last week in the win over Mariner, 28-13. He did not play, Tim Boyle.
They rested him. I think he could have played. Every indication is that he could have played, but why risk it? But apparently he's very healthy tonight, so we're going to find out in just a couple seconds here.
The 4-year starter, the senior homecoming night, number 1, Aiden Ziomas, and he gets it off to Briggs. Kalen Briggs having a great season.
Ooh.
He's caught from behind and taken down from maybe 1 yard line, 1 yard.
51.
Yeah, number 51, who, of course, is on our roster as you take another look. Number 7, Kalen Briggs, he's having such a great year. Their leading rusher, 71 carries, 545 yards, brings them at 2nd and 8. They gave him 2. And this time they go on the left side, and that's Ferry with the ball.
Boy, nothing doing on the run tonight.
Let's take one more look at it. This time, Ferry, who's gotten some good play.
31 is Daniel Hack, or was it 50?
It was 51. Is that on the new rosters?
Negative.
Just printed.
All
Negative,
right,
negative, Ghost Rider.
3rd and long. 3rd and 9 already.
Glacier Peak, the big game tonight. Ziomas back to pass, has time. Still looking, goes over, trying to go for Manis, overthrown. Decent coverage, incomplete. That'll set up 4th and long.
Yeah, and he had some time back there. Good job for the offensive line there. Just kind of overthrew it.
You saw on the replay there, Castro got hung up there on the route and probably caused some issues. Maybe Ziomas Baby Z was going after that.
Yeah, it looked like his target was over on the near side here.
And
gonna have to punt right away boy, that's not they chewed up about only about a minute off the clock there.
And you see here, usually it's Aiden Ziomas punting, but now they have Kramer, and that's Efton Chisholm taking it at the 30. Here's an electric Bearcat going. He's got a sideline, and he's got to be taken down by
Kalen Briggs. Boy, that's going to be great field position there. They're going to start off on like the 35-yard line. They're going to mark it. So, boy, that punt didn't hang up there very long. Gave Chisholm a little bit gave him some chance for a good return.
They're just stud. Efton Chisholm, 41 receptions, 718 yards, 12 touchdowns. There's a foul on the play, flag on it. White hat tonight.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, Luke Carpenter, that's a big flag.
Well, it's going to be, geez.
Wow.
That amounts to about a 50-yard penalty, realistically.
Obviously from the spot there.
It's going to go in the books as like a 10-yarder, but that's really like a 50-yarder.
That's unbelievable.
Takes it all the way from the 35 back to their own 23-yard line.
So Gio Fregoso, the quarterback, he hands it off to number 13. He's taken down in the backfield, and that's Big Dirks, of course, Jacob Dirks.
Jacob Dirks seems like he's in on every tackle this year.
And you see Figueroa getting the ball, because just before kickoff, we were down on the field, and Coach Bumpus let us know that their stud running back, Blake Rybar, is out tonight. Their leading rusher by far.
Yeah, and that might be a factor tonight.
2nd and 10. And it's called, it's up in the air, and it goes down.
That's going to go as an incomplete. Glacier Peak thinks they have the ball, but that's going to be an incomplete. He never had possession of that. But good hit. I think that was Was that the magnet? Who hit him?
Well, Efton Chisholm,
Yeah,
you're right,
it was
the
the
magnet.
comes in strong and just lays a lick on him and puts that ball up in the air.
Boy, for an offensive line, David Erickson, he almost got that catch.
It's almost a good
dream.
thing he didn't.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, for the offensive line.
Yeah, you love that. 3rd and 10 from their own 24. Monroe, their first series. Fregoso, he's going. The southpaw, and it's caught.
That's a great catch.
That's an unbelievable catch by number 11, J.R. Little, and that's the son of the running back coach for Monroe. John Little, got to talk to him. What a throw.
Yeah, boy, he extended really well on that. And got those long arms out there, and great catch.
That's a big first down for the Bearcats, now at their own 40-yard line.
Timeout.
Glacier Peak
wants to talk about it. So they saw something they didn't like.
We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Friday Night Lights. Wesco Foray on STSPN.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
1 yard. So, yeah, we're
back here. Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, and now Scott Dyer, the statistician. Traffic was absolutely brutal tonight.
How was that traffic, Scott?
It was.
Sucked.
It's horrible. Well, Highway 9 is just redonkulous. Timeout for Glacier Peak. First series for Monroe. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Fregoso and Figueroa in the backfield. As they look over, head coach Michael Bumpus of Cougar fame, Seahawks as well, great guy. And Figueroa, right side, he'll maybe get 2 or 3.
GP's looking good on the run, defending the run right now.
Yep. And Fafita.
Gosh, seeing him down on the field, he just looks like a giant down there.
He does, men amongst boys. Is he going to go to Pullman?
That's the hope.
So big game tomorrow. Obviously, Washington State takes on the Oregon Ducks.
Oh,
game
no,
day
and it's
there.
a face mask against GP.
Ooh. But only a 5-yarder, looks like.
Huh. Incidental face mask.
So 2 penalties so far, 1 huge one on the return for Monroe. It brings up 2nd and 3. And Figueroa takes it. Maake Fafita, speak of the devil right there. The maybe future Coug takes him down.
Gives up nothing there.
So it is the first time ever that game day has been in Pullman, correct?
Oh, and it's just insane over there. I've been watching all the Twitter stuff, and it's just out of control.
3rd and 2 here. Fregoso, the quarterback. This time he hands it off on the left side. It's big number 31. We talked about him, Daniel Hacking, the sophomore.
He picks up 2 or enough to get the first down, about 4.
Claps there with the tackle and Fafita. Claps, the first time we called his name, the freshman out there. 1st and 10 now into Glacier Peak territory at the 48.
He's about due for a pass here.
He will. There you go. Now he's got pressure, and Fafita takes him down.
That's a huge play by Fafita.
Just look at him out there on the screen.
Oh, he just looks like a giant. And it's not like he looks like he's fit. It's not like not an ounce overweight either.
Well, no, and he is quick as a fiddle there. As you saw, 74, the lineman tried to do. He just went right around and made one move. Casey Lynch there. That's a tough task. 2nd and 19 now. They push him back to their side of the field of 42. Fregoso, just a junior. All right, check that. I'm sorry. He's just a sophomore. Fregoso, now he's panicking just a little bit. He runs out. He's got to get rid of the lefty.
Oh,
it's intercepted.
Number 44.
And 44, Trevor Meldrum, of course.
The sophomore.
The sophomore. Big turnover.
Trevor Meldrum is coming up big this year.
Do we have a T-shirt for Player of the Year? A
He
comeback
might be,
Player of the Year?
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
he has come up huge. And they were driving. They had some running games going, but that is an interception, the 6th on the season for Fregoso, and they take over at their own 41-yard line. Aiden Ziomas, the 4-year starter. Now Ferry gets it to it, nothing doing, makes something happen, going wide, and maybe he'll get a yard, a lot of work.
I think he's going to get a couple out of that, which actually was kind of a moral victory in itself. Made him work for the tackle.
Austin Moyes on the tackle.
They're only going to give him one.
Yeah, 2nd and 9 from their 42. Split 2 to the near side here. Aiden Ziomas has tried a pass. Here he goes over, and it's Castro catches it. And he leans forward. He'll go close to a first down. Big
Good
shout out to
second effort there.
Yeah, to his dad, Marcio Castro, on camera tonight as well.
Comes up about a yard short. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Right to the line. Aiden looking over to the far side, wide open, got it to Manis. Manis at the 40, he'll take it down to the 37-yard line. Evan Manis.
Big
first down, Glacier
for the
Peak.
Magnet. Mr. Dependable right there.
Manis, 33 catches, 568 yards coming into tonight, 10 touchdowns, Tim, averaging 17.2 yards
Yeah,
a
he's putting up
catch.
some ridiculous numbers this year.
Wow. 13-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Now at the Monroe 38. Briggs tripped up.
Just tripped up by number 31.
Yeah, and that's hacking again, and he's a little ginger getting up. Coach Bumpus says he could be a formidable D1 linebacker.
Oh, for sure, and I can see why. He's got the nuts. He tripped him up. He's got those long arms, which is perfect for a D lineman.
Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 8 now at the Monroe 36. Ziomas back to pass. Looks over, out of the hands of Briggs. Tough catch, tough pass.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
5:36 left to go in this first quarter. Second series here for Glacier Peak.
I think they're kind of in 4-down territory, so at least they're going to want to at least get 4 or 5 yards here on this 3rd and 8.
Clear day here at Veteran Memorial Stadium. Rolling left now. Briggs makes a block. Passes it. It's caught,
I think he got it.
but he says it's out of
Oh,
bounds.
it looked like we're going to have to see the replay. Of course, we're way on the other side of the field, but from here it looks like he catches that and gets his feet in.
Manis has made a couple of these this year. There it is.
Oh!
I think he might have gotten a foot
challenge
down.
flag? Man, look good from here.
Side judge
4th
is
and
right
8.
there. 4th and 8. They're going to go for it. Ziomas over the middle. Manis, of course. First down, Glacier Peak, and more down to the 17.
And Manis is just deadly when he comes across the middle. He's going to catch it like every time. Big first down for GP, knocking at the door in the red zone.
On 4th down.
Down to the 17-yard line. Yeah, that's a big 4th down pickup there.
There's another run.
look at
Briggs.
that. He's
Touchdown,
in.
Glacier Peak, Kalen Briggs.
He just plows his way in. He met a defender at about the 1-yard line. You'll see it on instant replay and just said hello.
Kalen Briggs, his 7th touchdown of the season, and he just barrels over Number 11, J.R. Little, and Glacier Peak on the board.
I think this is the first time they've led Monroe in a long time.
That is a great point.
I don't remember when the last time they've been in the lead against Monroe. Last year they didn't score a point on them, so.
Braden Corwin for the extra point. Meldrum for the hold. It's up and it is good.
7-0 GP.
We'll step away. Come on back. We'll see if Monroe can answer.
No worries.
Was that from the 14 or 13? What was that?
Here you go.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, we're on the wedge. Henthorn will go down to Ronnie here in just a second as Glacier Peak finally gets it going there. That 4th and 8, that's the play of the drive.
Yeah, and I think that was a little revenge from the, they call that incomplete on the 3rd down play. So
the football gods.
Yes, Evan Manis comes through in the middle and has a huge 4th and 8 conversion.
Braden Corwin on for the kickoff here, and he's going to send that one way back. And we saw him before the game warming up. I mean, he's hitting legit 50-yarders.
Oh, yeah, and there's just a thud to that kick every time he's kicking it. It's like, whoa, what was that?
I asked him, I'm like, could you please go kick for the Huskies already? I'm pretty sure you could hit a 37-yarder.
We don't want that. I like it when they don't have
good
good
You like Patrick Henry, right?
I like when they don't have good kickers.
You're on Twitter going, Patrick Henry, greatest kicker of all time.
I wanted to give Van Winkle another 3 years of eligibility.
You did. God, it drove me crazy. So 1st and 10 for the 20. Fragoso here, the quarterback from Monroe. He fakes it. Now he goes the right side. He's got plenty of room to the 40. Fragoso. First down, way more past the mid-stripe, out of bounds. What a run by Fragoso.
Huge run.
That's the read option, the zone read, my friend.
He actually kept it, unlike Russell Wilson.
I knew you were going to say that.
Russell Wilson used to keep those a few years ago.
Back in the day.
Now he just fakes it every time, and no one's biting on it.
Nothing. So a huge pickup there on 1st down. Now he gets it over to Little at the 40-yard line.
Great open field tackle by, who was that? Number 22.
That's Tristan Hawk there with the tackle. Just looking up, Gio Fragoso, he's got 27 carries on the ground, but minus 23, a lot of that sack. So that's the biggest run of the season so far for him.
They got looking at trips right over there on the far side.
And Afton Chisholm still has not caught a ball yet, so look to get him involved, their leading receiver.
He will get involved.
Number 7. Fragoso, now he spins out. Maake, and he's going to tuck it and run one more time out of bounds.
Close to a first down, too.
See where they mark him. Let's go down to Ron the Wedge Henthorn. What's going on down there, Ronnie?
Well, it was kind of quiet down here earlier, guys, but with that interception and GP scoring, it kind of got a little exciting. However, I think Monroe is pulling some tricks out of their bag here, so let's see what happens. They're moving down the field.
3rd and 1 here for Monroe. Thank you, Ronnie. And Rybar, their number 1 starting running back, out tonight injured. So,
yeah, it's a 3rd and looks like 3rd and inches is what it looks like.
He's going to run one more time. Gio, did he make it?
He's got it, yeah.
Yeah, right to the line.
Got it by about a half a yard or a yard.
So number 13 for Monroe, Isaac Figueroa, the junior running back, getting the start tonight because of the injured Blake Rybar. That's a big loss for the Monroe Bearcats, who are young this year, rebuilding after last year. 1st and 10, big first down here.
So you got Figueroa and Fragoso.
That's right. Fragoso, now there's Efton Chisholm, the first time the catch, and there's a flag.
Looks like it's going to be, my guess is that's going to be a hold.
5-yard pickup if it stands, but we don't think it's going to.
Our white hat tonight, Luke Carpenter, also assisted Dave Sather, Wayne Anthony, Mike DeLong, and Pat Sievers are our officiating crew tonight.
Holding. That's coming back.
Penalties so far early here, 3:39 in the first, but that first Efton Chisholm return there on that first punt, that was
hurt.
brutal.
Again, that amounts to like a 50-some yard penalty.
Welcome Scott Dyer, the statistician. He had a rough commute today.
He forgot about Highway 9.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It took me 35 minutes to get down here.
You're right next to, yeah, I know. It took me the same.
I could run down there faster.
Probably could. I think the key there is you got to run over to Harvey Field, pick up a plane, and say, hey, can you just land me right on the field because I got to get there. Or they got helicopters.
And they got the parachuters,
yes,
too.
you could do that, too.
It's very safe.
1st and 19. Fregoso.
And
it's dropped.
And he had some room, too. If he completes that, he had a little room there.
Fregoso to Figueroa. And that's a drop there. He'll want that one back. 2nd and 19 from the Glacier Peak 44. Fun talking to Michael Bumpus before the game about the Cougs, about Pac-12, about Seahawks.
Yeah,
we covered it all.
Good Seahawk. Oh, that's
Whistle.
Probably going to be timeout.
Another
GP.
Second timeout.
Wow, I wonder what they didn't like about that formation.
They didn't like something, and we will step away as well. 3:33 left, 2nd and 19 for the Bearcats.
Frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, we're on the wedge. Henthorn, the statistician. Todd Elva get the 5-tool player. And a big 2nd and 19, 7-0 Glacier Peak. This big 4A Wesco battle. And a lot on the line, Tim Boyle, if you're just joining us.
Oh, yeah, it's going to, well, you know, you want that 1 or 2 spot in Wesco so you get that home playoff game.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. So, yeah, it's huge playoff implications here. Now, both these teams will probably be in it for sure, but it's just a matter of getting that home spot.
Fregoso steps up in the pocket, now releases. It's intercepted. That one trying to go to Chisholm, and it's brought back, and 16 claps all the way up to the 38-yard line.
And the crowd is going crazy. Yeah, the coaches are going nuts. Boy, 2nd interception now tonight.
How would you like to be a freshman, Jaden Claps, and you got an INT, baby?
That's his 2nd big play tonight. Jaden Claps. He was my sleeper pick.
I saw young Jaden when he was just in 5th grade.
I told you. I've been telling you.
Yeah, Scott Dyer, the coach is going nuts.
Well, that was large.
2nd interception of the night for Fregoso. Back Aiden Ziomis, the 4th-year senior. Gets it over, complete. And, yeah, Wilkerson, 46.
Oh, yeah, we're getting his number called a couple times tonight.
6'3" and 170. Ryder Wilkinson.
What year is he?
He's a freshman, it says on the roster. We've got to check that. Get the updated one. 1st and 10 from the Monroe 24. Ziomis spins it. Castro hangs on.
He caught it. Bobbled a little bit, but he came up with it. Not quite going to be short of a first down, but about, 7 yards maybe? Oh, 2nd and 5.
2:38 left in the first quarter here. Monroe has had some momentum here and there, but
yeah,
Fregoso sailed it. Yeah,
That'll hey, 2 interceptions cost Glacier Peak a couple weeks ago at Lake Stevens.
Fakes the handoff. Now they get it over. Meldrum on the far side. Makes a move, cuts it to the 10, 5, and he's down at the 2-yard line.
Nice juke move there to get those extra yards.
Got moves like Jagger.
Trevor Meldrum coming up big.
He wants a T-shirt, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, of course he does.
We'll have our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game T-shirt presented by none other than the Wedge.
Scott Dyer's pointing out that was my sleeper pick, too.
That was. From the 2. Fakes it. Ziomas.
He's
cornered.
in.
Touchdown, Glacier Peak.
And Baby Z, just like that, opens up a 2-touchdown lead.
I think they had him by the 3-yard at the 3. So
they're talking about this.
What's
they
going
did
on?
Put the points on the board. There's a little discussion down there, and we'll see if Ron can.
Yeah, Ron, did you see anything down there, Ronnie?
I saw a great move by Melvin down there, guys, to set up that touchdown for Aiden. So Grizzlies with 2 interceptions are moving down the field. This is an air fright ball game down here.
Well, we got a call. There's discussion. He's heading over, the head referee, Luke Carpenter, to talk to head coach Nick Bender. And Nick does not look happy.
Well, I'm not sure. I didn't see a flag come out.
Did he come out of bounds? That's what the question on the far side.
It's only the ball that has to cross the line. So from here, it looked like a touchdown. They typically don't overrule something like that when one of the refs calls a touchdown.
But I saw the side judge you see the side judge in the far end of your screen there with the first down marker right next to him, and he's got his foot down. Like he stepped out of bounds. I'm speculating.
He wouldn't have stepped out there, though. If he stepped out, it'd be real close to that pylon. So I think that touch, they're keeping the points on the board.
Okay, so they are saying it's a touchdown?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, there's a lot of discussion.
Well, that faked out Jesse, so we don't have it on replay.
Oh, it was a good fake.
Inadvertent whistle? Oh, no, not the inadvertent whistle. That's killed Glacier Peak in the past.
Wait just a minute. So there is no touchdown?
We're going to have to get Ron to see what's going on. Or is this a 2-point conversion? Because the points are still on the board.
Yeah, they are.
Nope, they're taking them off.
So this time, number 28 stretches in.
What
touchdown, Glacier Peak, Dylan Owen.
Dylan Owen, now look at that. He was going to be tackled, reached the ball out, gets it over the plane. This time there's no going back on that one.
Nice job by Owen, and he has come up big over the season. Let's go down to Ron.
Ron's getting the lowdown down there. So, Ron, whenever you're ready, let us know what happened down there.
I'm trying to.
He's trying to find out. Meldrum for the hold. Braden Corwin there for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. 14-0.
The result's the same, 14-0. But that inadvertent whistle, remember in the first couple years we were doing these broadcasts, they killed Glacier Peak on a couple times.
We'll be back from a word from McDaniel's Do It Center right here on STSPN.
Look at the wedge down there.
Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. They are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
So
back here, go ahead, Ronnie.
Did you guys hear that? That inadvertent whistle, I guess, was just like, sorry guys, you got to do it over again. So they did.
That's brutal. Well, it does. It takes a touchdown away from Baby Z, as our statistician pointed out.
And we're trying to get him a scholarship. Good job, Ronnie. Thank you.
The inadvertent whistle strikes again. So it was at Meadowdale that happened a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it happened up at Mount Vernon, too. Yeah, 2 years in a row at Meadowdale.
And speaking of, well, they are
Was there a pizza left down there or something? I thought they'd get a run at, or what was going on there? Jeez.
Something like that.
God, what are they doing down there?
Hey, they teach them to finish the play here.
That's excellent. It's excellent coaching.
Good special teams coaching.
1:51 left, and they'll start from the 20-yard line. But Mount Vernon, crazy things happen. You and I have been there in the Skagit Valley on a late October evening.
Oh, and the my buddy was telling me, who's been a long-time coach, says the refs, the refs can really mess you up there, and he's not one to talk about that. But it's like it's home team reffing up there.
Yeah, J.R. Little, look at Fregoso. He's got it right there. I know, just can't hang on. Temperature dropping a little bit. And J.R. Little is not little. We met his dad, great guy, talked to him, the running backs coach. 2nd and 10 from their own 21:51 left here in the first quarter, down 14-0. They were down 13-0 versus Kamiak and came back to win. Here's Fregoso now looking the southpaw.
Oh,
he's getting chased, and he just lets it go, and it's caught by Chisholm.
How did that happen?
And he gets across the line for one.
Did he actually throw that, or did it just come out of his hands? We're going to see it on replay.
I don't know.
Here it is. I don't think he meant to just throw it up. Oh, you know what? He just threw that sucker in the air. It happened to land in Chisholm's hands, but that's a dangerous play.
Dirks once again on his tail. 3rd and 9 from the 21.
That's one of those things that'll give the coaches a heart attack.
That's what they say, ill-advised. Now he drills it. Is it caught by number 9?
Oh, they're going to say he did catch it.
He did, and Austin Moyes.
Looked like it hit the ground. We'll see it here on replay. Can't tell from that angle, but
no.
Either way, that's a big first down.
Big first down. My goodness.
Boy, and that's by that play previous to that, they got away with one there. The momentum's going for them. Then they pick up that huge first down.
Fregoso, 2 INTs so far tonight, 7 on the season. This time he hands it off up the middle there for Isaac Figueroa.
Big number 65 in there, I think, on the tackle, or 62.
I like 69.
Yeah.
You keep going.
Yeah.
Tony McDaniel, the junior.
Well, I had the pole in my way. They just put this pole in here.
They only put it in when we're here.
I know. Nowadays they engineer this thing a little different. There's no poles.
2nd and 7. Fregoso thinks about going over to Little, but now he's going to take it. He's running a lot tonight, and he's knocked out by Manis. Is there a flag?
Yeah,
now there is. There's another one.
What's funny is that after the first guy threw the flag late, then the second ref comes in and throws another one. But
he was inspired.
Yeah.
And that's a late hit by Evan Manis.
That's an ill-advised play there. Sometimes the emotions get the better of you.
Yes. And Gio pounding the ball right now. His running is the best it's been this season. That will.
Boy, and that 15-yarder is going to bring them all the way down to, the 26-yard line.
Another big penalty.
That's a costly one there.
Big one for Glacier Peak.
Almost gets them into the red zone.
7 seconds in this first quarter here. Gio Figueroa is the running back. He gets the ball, tries to take it wide, beats one tackler, but he is stuck.
Now, there's another late flag. Now that's going to go against Monroe, and I think that's going to be a late hit after the play, and that's going to back him up 15 yards. But that happened after the play, so I think that down's still going to count.
He's just such a big guy. That looked like a love tap, and that's going to end the first quarter. We'll come back with the second quarter. Can Monroe cut this baby in half? 4A Wesco right here on STSPN. Don't go away.
year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
You got to be kidding me.
We're back, and that's the sounds of Timothy B. Boyle there in shock of the field. I don't know if Ronnie, you caught that. We got to go down. Where's Ron the Wedge Henthorn?
I think it's because he pulled Ohsman.
We're speculating here.
Here it is right here. Let's see it again. Watch the late hit after the play on Monroe.
76 right there on Meldrum.
Just shocks him about 10 yards, and Glacier Peak gets a penalty on it. Unbelievable.
Ron, I don't know if you heard anything or saw what's going on as they flipped the field in the second quarter here.
Didn't really see what was going on. It was on the other side of the field over there, so it looks like the penalty's going to go against GP, though.
Well, maybe you see. So Ron always butters up the line judge. See how you can't see it in his picture right now, but Ron has long-standing relationships with the officials.
Ron's not afraid to just ask him flat out. What'd you do that for?
Yeah, they talk about the weekends. What are you going for dinner?
There's some truth to that.
Have you seen any good movies lately? There is a game on tonight, but you're seeing. We are trying to get our main camera here.
We're gonna have to superimpose some.
Oh, there's Jesse. He's back.
There we go.
There we go. Where's Marcio Castro's feed? 1st and 10 here, and number 21 gets the ball, and he's hard to take down. He'll get to the 6-yard line. That's Gavin Newton, the junior. He's a load as well.
And Monroe's got the benefit of a couple of huge penalties and down in the red zone now. See if they can cap it. To stay in this game, they're going to need to score here.
Big test for the big fellas up front there for Glacier Peak. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down. They get it to Newton one more time. This nowhere to go there.
Great job by the defensive line there. Maybe give them a yard at the most, probably.
Big Mason Bridges right up there. Look at those hosses.
Well, Monroe, they grow them big out there. Every year they come up and they're just huge.
Still get a first down. They got to get to about the 1.5, or it looks like the 2-yard line. Fregoso's going to try and pass now. He's got trouble. Dirks hanging on, and he finished off by Maake.
And Maake comes in. Was it Dirks that
had him, yes.
There? Just kind of held him up for Fafita to come in and finish the job. That's going to bring up 4th and 2, and that was a big sack by the Grizzlies.
Coach is telling us Dirks was in the weight room a ton.
Yeah.
It played off there.
He just kind of came out of nowhere.
See where they put the ball now. As we're going to try, it's 4th and 11.
Gosh,
we're going to try a field goal.
Looked like he got sacked farther back than that.
Well, we know how this works.
Yeah.
A 30-yard field goal attempt by Monroe. Hold is decent. The kick is up, and it is good. And I'm trying to see the number on the kicker. It is 86. And that's Caleb Mattern.
You don't see a lot of field goals in high school, so good job. What about a 30-yarder?
That was a 30-yard field goal, and we're at 14-3. We'll be back right after this.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle. We were talking about kickers, which is our constant rant here about why don't they pick, higher scholarships for high school kickers as we see in college and now even in NFL. And you just don't get to see it. We had Spencer Pettit, the weapon.
They got to see him because they kicked a lot of field goals with him. But a lot of high school teams just don't get the opportunity to kick a lot of field goals. So they just kind of go unnoticed a lot.
Well, in the area of critical commentary, as the University of Washington, I mean, they haven't had a decent kicker in forever. And it's just a D1 as a squibber here. Mattern gets it off, and it's Hawk picks it up. Gets across the 30 of the 40. And look at Tristan Hawk.
Dragging a couple people with him, getting it up to about the 41-yard line. Nice little return there.
Wasn't sure what he was going to do. Then he made a nice move, and he gets up. Very good field position here at the 41-yard line. But that's our thing is a D1 kicker. If you're a D1 kicker, you can't make a 25-yarder, a 37-yarder? Come on.
Not for UW.
I mean, you love
like
that.
it that way.
You love that.
Cost him a game last week.
Yes, it did. I think
I'm going to get some hate mail.
What you might see, though, is maybe they should narrow the field goals as Ziomas hands it off to Caleb.
Oh, look at
Briggs. Look at Briggs. Oh, he's upended. Chisholm crosses.
There's a flag on the play, though. Careful now. I think this is coming back. They're all walking backwards.
Uh-oh.
Efton Chisholm the third. With a name like that you gotta be tough.
I'd be walking all day long with a plaque. Efton Chisholm the third.
Yep,
it's just
my
constant plaque.
Okay, what's the penalty here? Got to be is it a hold? Didn't see what he.
It's a great tackle.
Ouch. Negates a big run by Briggs there.
Preliminary indication.
Yeah, so it's first. It really didn't. Is it 1st and 10 all over?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, 1st and 11. Kind of looks like 1st and. Yeah, 1st and 10.
10-ish. Now some movement up front for the Monroe Bearcats. Aiden Ziomas, Baby Z. Homecoming is senior night, senior year. Gets it over. Spencer Kramer, even the 6'4" frame, not quite tall enough.
I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell if Kramer stopped on that pattern or.
Yeah, it looks like he maybe hesitated. There it is.
Yeah. Kramer. Like he would. I don't misread there either way.
Bring up 2nd and 10. Kramer's had a decent year. There are 19 catches, 277 yards, 4 TDs.
Well, the size of Kramer and Manis are just giants there.
Tall gentleman. Ziomas fakes it to Ferry, picks it over. There's Manis. Manis cuts it up across the mid-stripe into Monroe territory.
I think that's going to be on Kramer for a hold. Gosh, and 2 big first downs are coming back.
And you see Kramer right there. He kind of holds him.
Yeah.
That was
need to do it.
No.
Dang, that's going to negate a big. It's going to negate some stats there for the Magnet. They're talking about it like, maybe we're going to pick that up.
Talk about Evan the Magnet Manis heading to Air Force, joining Mosese Fafita, who's having an outstanding year.
Yeah, they're like, should we pick that flag up? Yeah, we're going to pick that up, John.
Speaking of Monroe, the game we did in Monroe, there were, holding.
Yep. Now that's going to be from where the hold was, so who knows what it's going to be, 2nd and.
Hey, Scott, can you tell me how many penalties GP's had?
3 or 4.
Well, we're talking, I don't know, the statistician was here a little tardy, but at least 3 or 4, but a lot of yards. We're going to walk this one off.
Ouch.
Ronnie, doesn't this remind you in Monroe or Mount Vernon that game when they were literally having 8-hour conferences and then walking
Well, the whole year,
randomly?
that first couple years we did the broadcast, they would powwow forever.
2nd and 10, or 2nd and 20, excuse me. Now back to the 31, Ziomas. Cross. This time, Manis too high. And Baby Z, he had a week off last week. He kind of, had a tinge of some of his ankle or something Lake Stevens game, so he's probably a little rusty. He's been high.
Shake off the cobwebs a little bit.
Throwing high.
But he's got, a couple big first downs have come back, but now he's looking at 3rd and 20. That's very difficult one to convert.
The play card gets real small at 3rd and 20, but
45 yards and penalties so far for GP.
There you go. Meldrum in motion, fakes it to him. Baby Z back to Meldrum. Meldrum crosses the 40. Almost, not quite a first down, but made up a ton.
Gets a lot of it back, but that's going to bring up 4th and what, 5 or 6 maybe? 4th and 6 it looks like.
And you go for that, right?
Well, I don't know. You're on the other side of the field, but this wouldn't surprise me a bit if they look like they're going for it.
Looks like Dylan Owen, the running back, in on the right side for Aiden Ziomas.
Now, you might see him just step back a couple steps and punt it, but we'll see here.
Thinking about it. No, he's going to go for it. Ziomas. It's caught. Castro, first down for Glacier Peak, and he's brought down at the 44-yard line, just like the 4th and 8 on the first
Castro
series.
Was calling for like a targeting.
Yeah,
there.
He got smacked.
He got smacked right in the helmet.
Let's see it one more time. He calls for it. Great catch.
Yeah, he kind of lowered his head, too.
Daniel Hacking kind of racked the dome there. 12-yard pickup. That's big for GP. New life. Ziomas. Meldrum, he
right
just drops it. He wanted to go.
A rare drop there for Trevor. Corey Trevor. I get him mixed up.
Well, you know he's all country.
Yes, then his brother's a little rock and roll.
And he dropped that ball because he was running before he caught it.
I know. He saw a lot of green carpet right there, Ronnie. Ronnie doesn't do that. The wide receiver, Ron Henthorn, the Cyclones.
They didn't even have gloves when Ron was a wide receiver.
2nd and 10, Ziomas. Briggs out in the flat. He goes to Briggs again, just tough to catch. Yeah, Briggs says he should have caught it, but it'll be incomplete. 3rd and 10.
It was a catchable ball, but yeah. Baby Z's the victim of a couple drops tonight.
Cheerleaders there on homecoming night here for Glacier Peak. Glad you're with us. 14-3.
I want to find out why
he's throwing the ball to the running backs instead of the wide receivers. They don't have very good hands apparently tonight.
Spoken from a true wide receiver.
3rd and 10. Trips to the near side. He's going to look to the near side. He goes. This time Meldrum hangs on, makes a move, puts his foot down. Great tackle there.
Good little second effort to get up almost to the first down line. Now it's going to bring up a real manageable, like 4th and 1 probably. So Dawson, good second effort there by Meldrum.
Yeah, and Dawson Pratt, 14 for Monroe, with a good tackle there.
Oh my gosh, there's a flag. Look at that, and it's coming back.
Is it Flag-a-Palooza week?
Man, you know what's funny is Glacier Peak's done such a good job this year with the flags. And tonight it's all illegal man downfield.
Illegal receiver, yep.
Yep.
And it started off the ball game. Monroe had some devastating penalties.
Boy, that negates that's going to make it. Well, it shouldn't be. It should be third down.
It is third down, but it's 3rd and 15 yards to go. They had 4th and 5 or 6. They've converted 2 for 2 on 4th down. Here's 3rd down. It's caught by Castro.
Good catch there. Now that brings up another manageable 4th down, probably 4th and 4. Or are they marking that?
Yeah, that's a weird mark.
Where's
to
the
me.
mark
it's a
on
43. I don't know. The line just look at that. Can you play that back one more time, Elvick, please?
It should be like, it looked like he got way farther down.
Look where the marker is. He's way down there.
Boom. It should be about the 43-yard line.
Forward catch, forward to progress.
What in the?
Not sure what they were thinking here. 7:36 to go in the half. 4th and 8, right? 4th and 8,
I think we meant was like the 37.
Yeah. Ziomas, Silver, Meldrum.
Oh,
he gets a first down and more to the 20, the 15, and he's spun down by Chisholm, the 3rd.
And a big pickup there it looked like he got face mask too.
Trevor
Let's see that
Meldrum.
again. Look at him cut through the hole there. Oh, it was a horse
Oh, there
collar.
is it. There's a big-time face mask.
Did they call that?
No.
They're calling everything on GP.
Recently they are.
Tonight, anyway.
But that was a big face mask they missed on a huge play. Trevor Meldrum.
27-yard pickup for the sophomore.
He wants a T-shirt.
He's due.
Baby Z back. He's going for a touchdown. Woo! Castro!
Oh,
touchdown, Glacier
A circus catch again for Castro.
He is Circus of Castro.
Wow, look at this. Watch him fly up in the air.
And he comes down, they say, inbounds.
He catches the hard ones more than the easy ones.
That was the left cheek.
Did his dad predict it again
No,
tonight?
he didn't.
He didn't remember predicting the other one-hander. Wow.
What
Castro
a catch.
comes up huge.
You see on the replay how many feet he had in bounds when he came down on that?
Zero.
It was like his rear end was in bounds.
He had the left buttocks is what he had in bound, and there's a flag here.
Uh-oh, what's the flag here?
Buttocks is okay, isn't it, Todd?
No,
Okay.
you can't say that on
Oh,
here.
no?
No.
Is it?
But on here we can.
Am I bleeped?
Let's see what that flag is. Oh, it's going to be an offside. Looks like an offsides against them, but they're declining. No reason to go up. Encroachment. Encroachment in high school. Offside.
Now
basically.
they moved it back. I don't get it.
Well, they declined it. Yeah.
Braden Corwin on for the extra point. Trevor Meldrum, big play for Trevor. And he kicks it up, and it is good.
Trevor on the hold, too.
Oh, yeah, he does it all. All righty, boys and girls, 21-3.
And Trevor Meldrum's talking about the horse collar there. He's complaining that he didn't get it. Are we still on?
Yeah, we're going to file a complaint. Let's talk about Fred's Rivertown Ale House, a place we will be in shortly. Soon.
Well, before we do that,
Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you coming back.
Yeah, that's true.
Back here, Glacier Peak up 21-3 on homecoming for Glacier Peak. Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, we're on the wedge. Henthorn with you.
That last touchdown, it looked like Castro just got a butt cheek in bounds, and that's all he needed.
He is Cirque du Soleil Castro, I tell you. That guy
kind of got flipped up in the air and landed with just enough flesh in bounds.
Now there's
Looked
another
like
official's timeout.
Football. He's asking for a different football. Didn't like the feel of that one. Tom Brady must be in the house.
Tommy?
Like it
Boy,
deflated.
did you see that game? I missed that game Sunday
the Kansas
night.
City one.
But I have a
my gosh.
full-on freaking football man crush on Patrick Mahomes.
You know what I like about him? He plays just like Russell Wilson did a couple years ago.
Isn't that a song? It's just like Russell Wilson did.
It should be.
They had to go retrieve the football that they kicked the extra point with for this kickoff, guys. Must have only one kickoff football.
What's happening to all the footballs?
They just not have any? Oh, there you go. Aiden Ziomis, we're getting on the text machine. And David Castro have been playing since they were kids. This one's punched out of bounds, and it'll start again at the 20 for
Castro
Monroe.
and Ziomis have been playing since they were kids.
And I remember that. Castro last year, the transfer from Bothell, but they had played together in 7-on-7s and a lot of off-season.
They must know each other well because it seems like Castro comes up with just these huge catches.
Crazy.
He knows right where to put it in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Where
where
only Castro's going to catch it.
It's some crazy place. Stay tuned.
right.
We have 7 minutes left till halftime, but it's homecoming. You'll see all the festivities right here on STSPN. All the pomp and circumstance. Fregoso gets it over to big number 11, J.R. Little. Not so little. It's complete to the 25.
Fafita on the tackle.
Who else?
Of course. Gio Fregoso is putting up big numbers coming into tonight, over 1,700 yards through the air.
Yeah, him and Ziomas have pretty similar stats this year.
And you wonder how much their big stud, Blake Rybar, their tailback, has over 695 yards. Him out tonight, you wonder how much that affects that offense. And kid who gets the start tonight, Isaac Figueroa, gets the carry, and he'll leave him third in a couple.
Yeah, it's definitely hurting him a little bit. The running game, at least till this moment, the running game isn't doing that well for him. And looks like the magnet's kind of limping around back there. Something happened on that play.
Come this time of year, no, everybody's banged up, but you do not want any major injuries as they head down. They head up to Mount Vernon next week, which is going to be a tough game. Couple of yards, and he is taken down.
Number 34, 43.
Yeah, that's Reese DeHaunt. And Dirks taking down Fregoso. And Todd's going to put up. We talked about the matchup.
Look at that.
Look at that. That's Castro and David Castro and little baby Z.
Unbelievable. That pitcher's got to be worth some money.
That's fantastic. 2009 to 2018.
Is that like a football card? Future All-Stars?
I got to get a signature.
I know.
4th and 5, they're going to punt. And it looks like Fregoso does the punting. And it's taken there. 46, that's Wilkinson, I think. And
look at the return there.
Going down the sideline.
A rare good return for the Grizzlies.
Ryder Wilkinson. Couple great plays tonight. See it one more time.
Still,
Nice
if you're
tackle.
just joining us, GP's got a 21-3 lead over Monroe, which is kind of shocking.
Wow.
If you've looked at the last couple years' scores with these two teams. Monroe's kind of just run away with it early and often.
Big old can of you-know-what.
It's amazing what 1 year can do in high school football.
It really is. And we've had the fun pleasure of going to Monroe on a big game against that Lake Stevens, 1st and 10 here.
2 years in a row.
Yeah, for Glacier Peak. And that's a big-time place to watch high school football. It's Aiden Ziomas now.
Oh,
touch it up. Big juke, and he's tackled from behind almost to a first down.
Kind of pushes him real close to the first down marker, and some good juke moves there from Baby Z. Can be a little bit short.
And you don't want, every time you worry about, it's a strong hit there, clean by Bilal Myers, the senior from Monroe. 2nd and 1. Briggs, the running back, fakes it to the air. He's going left corner, wide open. Kramer, touchdown, Glacier Peak.
He's not dropping that one.
5th touchdown for Spencer Kramer.
Well, you got Spencer Kramer and Castro, and you got the Magnet. That's a good receiving core there.
29-yard strike.
Boy,
for Kramer.
They're starting to run away with it.
They
here.
really are.
Uh-oh, is it coming back? I think it's coming back.
Are you kidding me,
I
Ron?
do.
Ron, the Wedge Henthorn, do you see something?
Here it is. Let's see what he says. Holding Glacier Peak. Take a touchdown off the books. Oh, Spencer Kramer is not going to like that one.
Good thing I'm using pencil.
Wow.
Tonight.
What's that for penalties there, Mr. Scott?
They are racking them up.
55 yards and penalties already for GP.
War 18 takes a 29-yard touchdown pass off the board. 2nd down. Baby Z flips it to Briggs. Briggs, one guy, jukes him, goes left. And Briggs is not going to go down easy.
Picks up most of that penalty yards and then some.
So put him at the 34-yard line.
I'm going to mark it. Let's see. Yeah, mark it at the 34.
You go up to tackle Kalen Briggs, you better put your pads down.
It's going to be a 3rd and 6. Boy, that touchdown, that hurts.
That is.
Could have put the game away there for the Grizzlies almost.
Ferry now the running back. Ziomas flips it over. It's caught at the 25. Evan the Magnet Manis. And that'll move the sticks.
He's kind of like their go-to third down, third or fourth down. You can almost guarantee it's going to the Magnet.
Pratt gets him out of bounds, and they're 2 for 2 on fourth downs in this first half.
Oh, that was third down though. So
no, I know,
yeah.
but
correct though.
Thank you. Number 19, Big Ferry chugs his way down. Yes, Corbin Ferry, the senior running back. He's come on the last few games, done a very nice job.
2nd and 7. He got more than 3, didn't he?
It looks like he did. I think the board is late. Going for the touchdown. Magnet touchdown, Glacier Peak.
Right in the corner of the end zone. Actually gets both feet in bounds, and that was not an easy catch.
And he's got Efton Chisholm on him, and that's a tough carry or tough cover.
But you watch Ziomas puts it where only Evan Manis is going to be able to get that.
And he knew exactly where he's going, and what a move.
Kind of has to go over the shoulder, and it was a 32-yard, 23-yard touchdown by the Magnet.
And Ronnie, he put 2 feet down, Ronnie, on that one. That was a heck of a route.
I got a really good view of that one, guys. It was right in front of me. Aiden threw that ball, and Manis was on like the 5-yard line, and he just turned around and caught it in the end zone.
And Corwin on for the extra point. It's almost, I hate to say, automatic with Braden Corwin, but the big touchdown, Kramer
gets it taken away.
Kramer scratched out, yeah. Manis might want to give that one to him. I don't think so.
I think Kramer's probably going to go, hey, you owe me one now.
Monroe, we talked to him before the game. He was worried about the big play. I don't know if it's been one particular big play, Tim Boyle, but it's been big penalties.
But there's some big plays, definitely some big plays, like those two. The last touchdown was obviously a big play.
Yeah, and the 2 interceptions, they had some momentum going, and
those are momentum. Those actually can change the whole complexity of the game. You know, you got some momentum, and then you throw an interception. It changes everything.
This one's going to stay in the field of play. It's taken by Chisholm. And we'll see the great athlete, Efton. He spins out of a tackle, still on his feet.
Oh, my.
Now he gets upfield to the 30.
Wow.
Up to the 40-yard line. He was dead for rights there. Back at the
Chisholm,
10.
the third. Love that name.
It's fantastic.
He is a player. I'm going out on a limb and saying he is a player.
He's a baller. If I was a baller, want to be taller.
Seems like Chisholm's been there because he's been playing for 3 years. Seems like he's been here for 5 years.
He's getting his MBA. What are you talking about?
Man, he is. He was playing as a freshman.
He's a graduate student.
And he's only a junior.
That's
scary.
That is correct. So they take it over 3-17. If the Monroe Bearcats, you got to get something. Fregoso gets it over there to Figueroa. Nothing doing. Big 62. Mitchell Harper. How you doing?
Number 13, Isaac Figueroa.
Figueroa, boy.
And it's worthy of note is Glacier Peak's probably winning the battle of the trenches in the last few years. They've just got killed in that regard.
And that was a big deal against Lake Stevens. You could see they really had come up in stature there. Is this one?
It's just off his fingertips. He should have caught that.
Trey Lane, the sophomore.
He wants that one back.
He was all excited because he was about to get going. You got to catch the ball before you get going. 2:42 left in the first half.
Talking to Bumpus before the game, there's a little bit of a down year for Monroe, but he said they got playing a lot of sophomores, and the future looks good for Monroe.
They only have 6 seniors on the full roster. 3rd and 10 from their own 39. This one's caught on the left side. Big number 21, and he stretches. I think he got a first down. Great play there by Gavin Newton.
They had him about 3 or 4 yards before that marker, and just that second effort gets him the first down.
Harper there out there. Meldrum finally had to take him down. Right at the 50. Lost a lot of seniors, wasn't sure. This time they give it off to Newton one more time. Newton carries the pile. Newton, a tough tackle.
The big kid.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's kind of looks like J.J. Jerome back
He
there.
does.
Remember that guy?
I do. He's playing.
He's playing for Eastern, isn't he? I may
gotta
be
look
wrong
that
on that,
up.
but I thought I saw him.
I'm sure there's Monroe Bearcats out there can help us out. Almost a great grab by Chisholm. Just a little to the left there.
Yeah, kind of underthrew him.
Bring up 3rd down.
Their scoreboard says 3rd and 10 for some reason, but it's more like 3rd and 3.
We got to go over there and talk to Doug and I don't know what's going on.
Having some technical
They are
difficulties
having
in
some issues.
Yeah, they're going to be stopped short there, so it's going to bring up a 4th down and maybe a long yard there for Monroe. My guess is it's 4 down territory for them.
Newton again, the ball carrier.
They still show 4th and 10. Oh, now they're saying 4th and 2. Okay, there we go. A little behind on the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's cold.
The score is
cold
correct,
start.
though, 28-3.
It is. Buck 30 left in this first half. Homecoming festivities coming up. This one is caught over the middle. That's a Monroe first down. Big catch and throw there. Austin Moyes, number 9. That'll move him.
Left him open in the middle. Clock's kind of working against him. Minute 20, but they do have plenty of time if they play it right.
Gio Fragoso, the Monroe quarterback. Michael Bumpus, he wasn't sure who was going to be quarterback coming into the year.
No, he made the right choice, though.
This one, and it's caught by Little out to the 25-yard line.
Clock ticking at 1 minute.
Now Monroe still with all kinds of timeouts left. Glacier Peak only 1 left in the first half. Under a minute to go. It's time.
He's keeping it.
He is, and he's had some runs tonight, but this time he's held back there by Harper.
Harper just grabbed onto that jersey and didn't let go.
They got to tuck that in.
35 seconds. That clock's a factor.
Yes,
now.
I don't know why he's not
33,
calling
no
timeout.
Yeah.
But be a big shift there, a big boost if they can get one in. Throw the catches.
Yeah,
are they
caught
saying it's
that.
good?
Yeah, they are saying it's good, so that's going to stop it temporarily there to move the chains. Now they are calling a timeout now.
Here's the last play here now. Catching up on replay.
Oh, no, they're not calling it. Are they calling a timeout? Look.
And we might be getting ready for another field goal as I see the.
I don't think so. Now their chains are being moved.
Okay.
Now clock's still ticking, though. 18.
There's some operations issues here at Veterans Memorial. This time Fragoso going deep for Little. No good. In and out of the hands. Good effort there by Little.
They were kind of pushing off a little bit, too.
Hawk on the coverage. Yeah, there was some. They're kind of both going for the ball. Here.
Surprised Monroe didn't use any timeouts on that.
I am as well.
I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to be satisfied with a field goal here, down 25 points.
No,
knocking at the door. Well, no, they're not. No, they're not lined up for a field goal.
Fragoso now he's getting pressure. Harper's got him, and he goes down. Number 34 to help out there, Reese DeHaunt. And boy, Mitchell Harper having a game.
Yeah, and that's a great tackle. I think they have to use obviously going to have to use a timeout with 5 seconds left. And now you'll probably see the field goal unit come on because they only have time for 1 play here.
Caleb Mattern is 1 for 1. He hit one from 30. That represents the 3 up on the board for Monroe.
Yeah, this would be about 38 if they're probably going to be about a 38-yarder if he has to kick this one. They're at the 21, so add about 17 to that.
Monroe just needs something to feel good about.
Yeah, you definitely want to go in the half with at least some points on the board, or some more points on the board, I should say.
Looking at STSPN here coming up for playoff football, you have to check to see. We got crossover games. We got all kinds of stuff, not this next weekend, but the weekend after the regular season is done.
I don't see their field goal
I don't
unit
either.
on, so they're going for it
38
here.
might be.
They want a touchdown here.
And they're going to roll him near side. The left-hander, though, he's going to be tough
It's
throw.
a fumble. That
It is.
Be
It's
picked
down.
up and ran.
Dirks.
And it's Dirks.
Got it at the 40. Here comes Newton to try to stop him, and he takes him down right at the 1 yard line with time expired.
Oh, man. He missed it by 1 yard.
Jacob Dirks, the senior, had to scoop and score right before his
eyes. Look
eyes.
at this, and who catches up with him
Newton.
here? Is it Newton that catches him? And that guy's fast for a big guy. Look at how big that kid is.
Gavin Isaac, don't call me Newton.
And they could have got called for a block in the back, too.
And he comes down. That's almost a horse collar.
It looked like a horse collar, actually.
Oh.
You know, and actually, Bender's out on the field. I think he might be pleading that case, but I think that's 2 horse collars they didn't call. Now, on the other side of the coin is they could have called that a block in the back, too.
We'll talk to head coach for Glacier Peak, Nick Bender, as he heads over to talk to our own Ron the Wedge
Ron,
Henthorn.
can you ask him about what if there should have been a penalty at the end of that?
Okay, guys, down here with Coach Nick Bender. Nick, you're not very happy about something out there. What happened? Did you see?
I just have different eyes, I guess. I don't know a nice way to say it. I have different eyes. There's some things that are frustrating me because I worry about the safety of our players.
Well, I appreciate that. You're leading on the scoreboard, but I'm looking at the penalties that you guys have. I think you're like 7-0. I don't think they had a penalty on them tonight. You got to work on something in the locker room?
Once again, I don't really know if I have the right thing to say on this. I have a different set of eyes. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, you got the win going for you. We'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Sounds good. Go Grizz.
Well, it is. Thank you, Ronnie.
All right, Nick Bender, not a happy camper right now, guys, so we're not going to get too much out of him. We'll see him at the second half.
All right, thank you, Ronnie.
What he's referring to is he definitely thinks that was a horse collar there, and he saw another one earlier that was a horse collar. Yep. But Glacier Peak seems to be getting all the penalties, however, 28-3, so...
Yeah, and we started the ball game, to be fair. Monroe got quite a few. They were racking up the penalties at the start of the ball game. A huge one right in the initial return there, Chisholm. That was a 50-yard penalty.
Yeah, going the books is 10, but it'd be about a 50-yarder.
Well, as you can see, the kids, 28-3 halftime. It's homecoming coming up on STSPN. They got the Lou Bunt Seahawks rig. They got it all going. Stay tuned for more in that.
And we'll have stats for you coming up, too.
We got stats on STSPN. Don't go away.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens, we'll help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice, too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Evergreenway in Everett. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Princess Grizzlies. So please remain seated at all times. Keep your arms and hands inside the vehicle and pull down on your lap line as you reach for the sky. Some people are worth kneeling for, as is the case with our homecoming royalty court. Our seniors represent Grizzly Pride at its finest. Let us meet our royalty court members. Cinderella says, someday my prince will come. And here is our first prince, Elijah Beals. Elijah is escorted this evening by his parents, Brandon and Hugh Beals. Elijah would like to be Dumbo for a day because nothing sounds cooler than being a Elijah. His favorite Disney movie is Toy Story, and his favorite ride is It's a Small World. Please welcome Princess Katie Blair and her parents, Bob and Sarah Blair. Katie would like to be riding from inside out because she has been said to be home to make decisions for her. Katie's favorite Disney ride is Splash Mountain, and her favorite animal is a flamingo. Our next princess is Miss Hannah Clymer. Hannah is joined tonight by her parents, Gary and Uncle Clymer. Hannah would like to meet Verona for a day because she shares similar physical attributes with her and would like to empower and encourage her. Hannah's favorite Disney movie is Tangled, and her favorite ride is Splash Mountain. Spencer Kramer is escorted this evening by his parents, Robert and Maggie Kramer. Spencer would like to be crushed on Finding Nemo because he is the flowing Australian who in the life. Spencer's favorite ride at Disney is Splash Mountain. His favorite childhood Disney movie was Jungle Book. David and Kristen Curtis accompany their princess, Kendall Curtis. Kendall would like to see Cinderella for the day because she would like to see what it would be like to be a princess. Kendall's favorite Disney movie growing up was Finding Nemo because she loved the beautiful forest. Her favorite ride at Disney is Splash Mountain. Our next prince is Cole Ike. Cole is joined by his parents, Douglas and Cole would like to be a Latin for him. He's got a magic carpet, a monkey, and a genie. I think this guy is living his best life all along some says Cole. His favorite ride is the Matterhorn. His favorite childhood Disney movie was the Wizards of Waverly Place Queen. Princess Riley Henthorn is accompanied by her parents, Carrie and Susan. Riley's favorite childhood Disney movie was Aladdin. If she could be a Disney character for the day, it would be
is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and
complete. Sheds a tackler, and he gets a push down. He's on the other side.
No
A
one's
foot
catching
race.
him.
Sideline. Touchdown, Monroe.
That's
Trey Lane.
Really? I thought he was hurt.
No, Trey Lane.
And that guy's got some speed. And boy, you couldn't dial it up any differently for Monroe.
How long was that run? It was at the 20, was it at the 23?
We'll check with our statistician here. It was at the 23. Wow, 77-yarder. Oh my, and doesn't burn up hardly any time off the clock.
What a way to come out and start the second half.
Are you saying that was Trey Lane?
It was, number 27. Caleb Mattern on for the extra point. It's up and it is good.
They must have just found him at halftime.
No,
and said, I don't care if you're hurt.
Well, no, I think Trey Lane was going to get some playing time tonight. But anyway, regardless, they did try to throw to him. He had one off the hands. But just like that, Tim Boyle, 28-10, and this makes the Dirks no touchdown.
Well, like I just about to say, I was saying it might have been a game changer, and it really could have been.
Whoa.
Plus
well, we didn't hear you. They might not have heard you. So why don't you retell that story?
I don't want to say it again.
Why not?
Well, Dirks gets caught like at the 1 yard line at the end of the half, and that would have made it 35-3. And boy, that could have been a game changer there, because then you go into the half and you're like really, really dejected by giving up a touchdown at the end of the half. And
yeah,
there was
that's a big swing.
And I think Dirks got horse collared too, and Bender was not too happy about that
He
at
was
all.
hot.
Kind of like kept his words silent, but you could just tell by what he didn't say.
28-10, just the start of the second half. Monroe gets the ball at the 20-yard line, and just one play, 77 yards. Trey Lane. What a big, big play there for the Bearcats. Mattern kicks it off, and this one's going to take at the 9-yard lines. Here's Trevor Meldrum. What a big first half he had. Going east-west. Now he decides to go up north. Good pursuit there by the Bearcats. They'll put him down at the 22.
Decent run back for Trevor.
So already a lot of talk at halftime here in the STSPN booth. Hope you enjoyed the homecoming festivities. You saw Maake Fafita out there. A lot of talk about the Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game, Tim.
Yeah, he's in the running. The second half. Of course, they got to win to get Player of the Game.
That is true.
Let's keep that in mind.
Ziomas fakes the handoff to Owen. Now he goes over, and it's caught by Evan the Magnet Manis, and still on his feet.
He's going to pick up a first down. I think he's going to be right on the stick there.
And
see if they're going to wave it.
There's Evan Manis.
They're saying he's short. I don't. Okay.
Well, no, it's first down. Now they're going to move to 6.
Go. He got it right on the marker.
Ziomas with a big first half as he sets up here 1st and 10. We'll go over those stats. There's a flag.
Be a false start there, some procedural penalty.
14 completions on 19 attempts, 190 yards through the air.
3 touchdowns for
3
Baby Z
TDs.
too. So then he had some rushing yards too. I think like 11 yards rushing. Oh. Looks like that's going to be an offsides or encroachment against Monroe. Well, Monroe had one. No, not quite, Ron, but you're close. They had that 50, that one on the kickoff.
Yeah, they had a few. So 1st and 5 now off the penalty. They give it to Owen, and great play there by the Bearcats.
That's
Big
not
35.
exactly what you want to do on 1st and 5. 1st and 5 is kind of like that's like the perfect opportunity for you.
Brandon Rodriguez there read that one perfectly on his Kindle before it came through.
You don't see a lot of 1st and 5s, and generally they'll dial up something like they'll kind of go for it on 1st and 5.
Looks like they're bringing pressure. They lay off. They give it to Briggs. Kalen Briggs fights his way up close to another Glacier Peak first down.
He hit the hole well there, kind of did a little hesitation move and then turned on the gas. But, yeah, he's going to be about a yard short.
Briggs with the first touchdown of this homecoming night for Glacier Peak in the first quarter.
Big 3rd and 1 here. You need to respond to that quick touchdown by Monroe.
Fakes it, gives it. Now he's going to read, and there's a flag, but Ziomas gets the first down. But we'll see what this is.
A lot of flags tonight. For GP, it's the most I've seen from him this year. They've been relatively quiet with the flags this year, and it looks like this is coming back.
Is it Thursday? Is it Throwback Thursday? Because this looks like
has
another hold.
Man.
Luke Carpenter. But this is reminiscent. We were looking at halftime scores and the Titans down south. Okay, thank you, Ronnie. But the Union Titans down there under the direction of Rory Rosenbaugh, the old
first
GP.
In the state, the undefeated, and first in the state right now in 4A.
Ziomas here, 3rd and 12. They had some long distance. Here's Ziomas, tucks it, Baby Z. 11 in the first half, he's through the 50 and into Bearcat territory.
And a great run by Baby Z there. Couple of the coaches there were looking for a flag, but I don't think he looked like he was starting to grab the back of his collar, but he didn't tackle him that way, so that's a good no call.
Well, I don't know if they wanted out of bounds, like a late hit there. Jonathan Yates.
29 yards for
the big one.
That was huge.
Huge first down there, 3rd and 12, no problem. High snap, give it off to Ferry.
And that's a great first down run.
Corbin.
Pick up almost a first down there. Pick up about 9 maybe. Perfect for first down. You love to see the 2nd and 1s as an offensive coordinator. 2nd and 2, they're saying.
Newton on the tackle. The kid had just had the touchdown saving at the end of the first half there on Dirks. Ziomas going way out. Meldrum tries to make it. He does. Shakes it and bakes it. Down the sideline. Now he's pushed out.
Juked a couple people, and they actually had him behind the first down marker, but a couple good moves there. There's one for you. There's the other one right there. A little bit of a stiff arm on the helmet, too, if you didn't catch that on replay. So good pickup by Meldrum.
Meldrum wants a T-shirt. I'm telling you. Oh, man.
He's doing it all for the T-shirt?
He is playing well all season, but he's having a big night. We're calling his number quite a bit. Another 1st and 10. Ziomas going to get back to Meldrum. Has blockers, and he gets down close to a GP first down.
That's going to be right by the stick there. Boy, Meldrum's having himself a game tonight. He's hogging all the airtime.
He really is. What's our?
And you don't like people hogging the airtime from you.
No.
You can't do that.
Nobody likes the sound of my voice more than me. 2nd and a yard. Briggs already has 1 touchdown. Can he get in? He will not this time, but he does get another first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3.
Aggressive running, though, by Briggs. Just not afraid to just take somebody head on there. 13-yard pickup for Briggs.
Efton Chisholm, the 3rd with the tackle. Ziomas getting the offense ready. The 4-year starter. Boy, what a career for Aiden Ziomas. Fakes it to Briggs, and Ziomas wants this one. Puts it in twice. Touchdown,
he did
Grizzlies.
Put it in twice. Well, that's because he had to make up for the other one that called back. Oh, don't tell me there's another flag.
And there is a yellow piece of fabric down on.
Unbelievable.
And
poor Baby Z, just every time.
That's twice.
Last time it was an inadvertent whistle. Are they doing another hold here?
Let's go down to Ron the Wedge Henthorn there. Ronnie, did you see that hold right away? He had to stick it in the end zone twice.
Here we go. Here's the call.
I didn't see the hold right away, but I did see Aiden come right at me and right over the goalpost there on the corner.
Boy, poor baby Z. 2 touchdowns taken away tonight.
First and goal from the 13. Now rolling right. Has trouble, and he's going to go down.
If he didn't, if he didn't trip him up, he had some daylight there.
George Kelly.
Yeah, 75 yards and penalties for the Grizzlies tonight.
Thank you to the statistician.
And couple, 2 or 3 of them have been real costly.
We've had several.
Like that one.
Yeah, we had a few touchdowns brought back.
Well, the inadvertent whistle didn't help, although they did score on that one, but still it took a touchdown away from Aiden.
Baby
Now
Z.
Well, they're saying 1st and 18. That can't be right.
Corbin Ferry to the left. Meldrum in motion. There's whistles, all kinds of shenanigans there.
Holy moly. Going to be a false start there on the Grizzlies. So what's that make it? 80 yards and penalties.
Luke Carpenter, the white hat tonight. Busy officiating crew here on homecoming night. 28-10, 7-11 left to go in the third quarter.
Now they're still showing 1st down on the board, but didn't Ziomas get tackled on the?
Our board operators are having a rough night.
Now they're saying 2nd and 23. They just keep going backwards.
Corbin Ferry to the left of Ziomas there. Bottom of your screen is Evan Manis. Ziomas, he's going deep, wide open, right in the middle. Trevor Meldrum, touchdown Glacier Peak.
And Trevor gets himself on the board with a TD. We're starting to get texts from all over the country that Meldrum deserves the player of the game.
The sophomore.
Our phones are blowing up.
There you see Trevor.
Now he's got to go. He gets a touchdown. He's got to go back and hold the ball.
Yeah, and that's not
poor
easy.
Kid can't buy a break here.
It's another reason he deserves a T-shirt.
Yeah.
23-yard touchdown connection, Trevor Meldrum. And boy, Baby Z is spreading the love around tonight as Braden Corwin punches it through once again. So now 35-10, Glacier Peak on homecoming tonight. We'll see how this one develops. Come on back.
Trevor getting a big hug from one of the coaches there.
With the high cost of heating and cooling our homes, at GNS we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Timothy B. Boyle, and around the wedge, Henthorn. Boy, that one was schizophrenic, that drive at the end there.
Yeah, it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or vice versa, or whatever the heck it was. But they finally got it.
Is that how you dance?
Two-step?
Did you square dance in school? Did you learn how to square dance?
I don't even know what square dancing was.
Come on, down in Tacoma, they square dance.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
The Rams, the Wilson Rams?
There was no such thing as square dancing.
Do-si-do? Chisholm, he wanted it to take it out, but stepped into the end zone. He'll start once again.
Glacier Peak's actually glad that he wasn't able to run that out.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to see the ball in his hands.
So what do you predict tomorrow, the Washington State Cougars? Are they going to beat Oregon by what, 3?
I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to go back and forth. I think they're both going to score a lot of points. WSU's had their number for the last few years,
yes.
So hopefully they can keep the streak alive.
First and 10.
12th, I think.
From the 20. Newton.
Oh.
Get out of my way, Stripes.
And Newton gets some help from the referee there. Had that ref not been there, he's picking up some more yards.
The magnet brings him down, but not after a gain of 5 or 6. And I tell you, Gavin Newton having a heck of a ball game. He's the one who saved the tackle at the end of the first half as well. Good hustle play.
I know it's third quarter only, but right now running the clock's your enemy right now for Monroe.
This time they pass the screen over to Efton.
Chisholm the third. He maybe gets one. And he's been relatively quiet tonight.
Fortunately, he hasn't been the last couple years when Glacier Peak's played him.
He's got 12 touchdowns coming into tonight through the season, 41 catches, 718 yards. I mean, right now, I don't know what he has. Scott Estician will tell us, but, you know, he's kept him at bay so far.
He's a great athlete,
he is.
too.
3rd and 5 for Monroe.
I hope I see him playing on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Just because I like his name. But Chisholm.
And now we have a different quarterback in for Monroe, number 12. I saw him warming up. And
now, why did they put a different quarterback in? That's interesting.
Sure, with the carrier that time.
Maybe that was just for one play. It looks like it's 4th and 5, so it's 4th down, so it looks like they're bringing different personnel in here for the punt.
Dawson Pratt, the ball carrier there, and nothing doing. 4th and 5, like you said. And so number 12 is Bryce Blankenship, the sophomore quarterback, and we'll see hopefully Gio Fregoso.
Love the names on.
Oh, there's fantastic
on Monroe.
You can't write them.
You can't. You can't make it up.
There's a nice punt, kind of drilled down.
Kind of fortunate for Glacier Peak that went out of bounds because that was kind of a line driver.
Yeah.
And that would have picked up some yards.
Trevor Meldrum right there. He won another.
he's wanting in on the action.
35-10, just under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, and Tim, because Samantha Boyle will be competing at the state match there. This might be your
be my last
hurrah here in the booth.
Well, but people are pleading for me to come back on basketball. I'm not sure why they're doing that.
Well, that's true. But we do love it. I'm looking at the schedule right now as we speak, trying to pick the games.
Put me down for a couple games.
We'll put you down. I can usually talk you into more than just a couple.
How do you do that? I'm always saying no, and then I end up being there.
I'm convincing.
Oh.
Meldrum again this time. He can't quite keep it going.
Catches the ball, though, which is actually important because it keeps the clock running, all kidding aside.
Yeah.
So the clock's kind of the worst enemy right now for Monroe. And I think if Glacier Peak scores here, you can probably put a nail in the coffin.
They gave him a couple yard loss on that play, Tim.
They did, but the clock running is more important.
And this time he hands it off. Dylan Owens with a big run.
That's a big pickup. Manageable 3rd and 2. You got the playbook open on 3rd and 2, so wouldn't be surprised to see another Aiden run here.
It's true. Dylan Owen, a junior, so you look forward to him coming back next year. 3rd and 2. They give it to Briggs, and Briggs stretches across the 45 for a GP first down.
So, Scott, if Glacier Peak holds on today, looks like they will, next week's going to be the battle for 2nd and 3rd in the division.
And Mount Vernon, if you haven't heard, they are for reals.
They are for real. Just one loss this year, and boy, they've recovered quickly. Or turned it around quickly, I should say. And again, Glacier Peak's got to go on the road. Not going to be easy.
Briggs one more time.
Nice little pickup for Briggs, about 5 maybe.
And Briggs starting to rack it up on the ground as he'll go in, be substituted there. Corbin Ferry back. 43 yards and 1 touchdown for Briggs, and I'm sure he's looking forward after football. He'll be playing a lot of lacrosse for Glacier Peak. Big scorer. 2nd and 6. Ziomis right over to Manis.
Oh,
another first down.
He's just automatic. Looked like he's shaking up on that play, though. Let me see.
Ronnie's right there.
Right in front of you. Yeah, he's...
we got Evan down on the ground here. He just took a little shot in the stomach. I think he lost a little wind there, guys.
Looks like they're looking at his leg, though.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, it looks like he got pulled down kind of funny. Might have tweaked something there. And Boy, you don't want to. You don't want to see him go down.
No.
Hopefully, it's just a little minor tweak there, and
maybe we can see. I don't know if we can have another look at that play to see if we can try and figure out, but we don't. That's fine.
Well, Ron's right there. Okay, he's getting up quick. That's good, but he's
that
limping.
left leg.
Uh-oh.
That is not good.
Ouch. Well, he's putting some weight on it. That's
Plus, we need him for basketball.
Oh, he'll be ready for that.
Oh, he looks. That is more than gingerly on that left leg.
Boy, and there was a flag on that?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Are you kidding
Ineligible.
me?
Wow.
Oh, the flags just keep racking up, and that's a big first down that they take away from him.
What's that, about 90 yards worth now?
What is it? What'd you say? 85 in penalties. Costly ones, too.
So 2nd and 11 after all that. We'll check back with Manis. Hopefully he's all right. Ziomas. Baby Z!
Oh.
Off the fingertips. What a great interception, but it was out of bounds.
Monroe's campaigning that they got an interception, but he was about 7 yards out of bounds when he caught it.
Ryder Wilkinson.
That was actually Chisholm, wasn't it, that caught that out of bounds? Number 7?
That is Chisholm,
yeah. Caught the ball, but again.
Yeah, that was number 7. He's happy he caught it. He knew he was out of bounds, though.
Yeah.
You still got to campaign for it. That's just what you do. Timeout Grizzlies. Let's see. Manis is still sitting on the bench down there.
We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Friday Night Lights here at STSPN.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Meldrum. What's Meldrum got for stats right now, Scott?
We'll get you the Meldrum. We're back here. Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, STSPN. We're on the wedge Henthorn. And there's a timeout on the field, 2:46. Bellevue Wolverines beat the Juanita Rebels tonight, gentlemen, 8-0. What an odd story.
That's weird.
Is that baseball?
Wow.
How about baseball?
Meldrum sitting on 97 yards.
Oh.
And a touchdown right now, so he's going to want a couple to get over the century mark here.
In motion, just a sophomore,
and there
rolling
it is
right
there. Oh, he was open for a second.
Throws, and it's complete to Kramer. Kramer's still going. Dragging Bearcats all the way down to the 13. Spencer Kramer, and he's down and not getting up.
How about
there
an
he
extra
is. He's
7 or 8 yards after catch there? Bring him right down into the red zone, Scott. And they're knocking at the door.
How nice is it for Aiden Ziomas? You got one 6'4" player down right now. He's this will be another one.
Yeah, exactly.
What a big target.
He's got himself a cast there. 33-yard reception there for Spencer Kramer.
1st and 10 now at the Bearcat 12-yard line. Dylan Owens, the fake there, and they go over to Meldrum. Meldrum, and he gets tangled up with Kramer that time.
He did. He might have lost a yard or 2 on that.
That was unfortunate choreography right there. That was the do-si-do.
But it does keep the clock running.
See, the Scottistian, you grew up in Salem, Oregon, so the do-si-do.
Salem, Oregon.
Yeah, home of the Willamette Bearcats, where I was just there last weekend. See what I did there?
What nice shameless plug for your college there.
2nd and 12. And Briggs.
Oh, he might
finds a hole, punches in, and he's shut down.
Just short by a couple of yards.
Efton Chisholm III says, "Not today." Looking for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Kalen Briggs wants a T-shirt.
He sure does.
Do we have 2 left? Todd Elvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player.
What are you passing out 2 already?
Can we cut those in half? Briggs one more time.
Ooh, and he's
fighting, dragging. And this time they body slam him.
They bodies. You got to call a flag on that. They picked him up and threw him down, and he's shaken up a little bit, and that's a mistake on the ref's part there. You've got to call that. And now Bender's got a real legitimate reason to be hacked off because that was a clear penalty. Can we show that again? Watch this.
Well, he did pick him up, but he didn't throw him down. He just let go of him.
Well, he dropped him, yeah.
He dropped him, but
so
hey,
you'll see at the end here
guys,
where they kind of both pick his legs up.
Yeah, could have called it. Number 46, Ryder Wilkinson, a freshman's in here for man, is playing wide receiver, guys.
In slow motion, it didn't look as egregious.
And now there's whistles here. And timeout Glacier Peak.
They blow timeout for there.
Another one.
Now they say, did that actually pick him up a first down? I think it did.
Well, it depends on. Reminds me of the McGregor fight. We didn't even talk about that. That's like so long ago.
Oh, I saw that.
Did you see the aftermath?
Yeah. Oh, the aftermath was ridiculous. In fact, McGregor, and I'm not a big McGregor hasn't won a fight in like 2 years, but I'm not a big fan of him anymore. But I got to tell you, I got to stick up for him. He was in the ring kind of defenseless when a couple knuckleheads go in and punch him a couple times when he's like after he's been beat. Just no excuse for that. And of course, the winner of the fight jumps out of the ring and goes after people. It was just ridiculous.
Crazy, man.
But Connor kind of brings that on himself. It does
sell tickets. Talk about dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills.
Well, Dana White's acting like he doesn't like it. He was loving every minute of that.
Loving every minute of it. Okay. At the 1, 1st and goal. I don't know if he got in.
No, he didn't get in.
Great play by the Bearcats there.
Yeah, good job on the D line there.
Dylan Owens,
you're gonna have to spread that out a little bit.
And that Gavin Newton, boy, he is a tough hombre down there for the Bearcats. It's the closing seconds here of the 3rd quarter. And this time, Baby Z.
He's in.
Touchdown, Glacier Peak.
Are they going to keep is he going to get to keep that touchdown, or are they going to throw another flag? No, the referee's saying touchdown, so finally Baby Z gets to keep that one. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown tonight, but he's only getting credit for 1.
I was going to say, you think he was even going to consider handing that ball off to Dylan Owens? Oh, hit to the no.
Negatory. Still shocked by the inadvertent whistle.
No.
Just a shocker.
Mom Tony Ziomis is scoring on for the extra point. Money, automatic. I remember when Baby Z, we came up with the nickname of Baby Z, and we come to the stadium the next week, and his mom Tony has a sign that says Baby Z.
You mean someone actually listens to us on the broadcast?
Well, 2 to 3. Usually 2 to 3. We were going to take commercial, but the editor, Todd, 5-tool player here, is hanging out. We'll be back.
Daniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Seconds in the 3rd quarter. Glacier Peak now 42, Monroe 10. A score I want to update you because we fell in love with Hawkinson early in the year as he just belts that one deep.
Hawkinson, you mean the football team?
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Hawkinson.
They're ranked pretty high.
Yes.
Yeah. And they rank like 1 or 2 or something?
Yeah, they're over right now. Hawkinson over Washougal 35-12.
Yeah, I think they're ranked number 1 in AA.
They put a hurting on Archbishop Murphy there early in the year.
That game was, and that was at Archbishop too.
We had to look it up. When the heck is Hawkinson?
I think they're down by Battleground.
They are,
Vancouver, yeah. Never even heard of them until this year.
It's like
the Monroe quarterback, which we'll see which quarterback is in now. Is it Gio Fragoso? No, it's number 12.
Like he's dancing back
no, it's
there.
Blankenship is back. The sophomore Blankenship. He connects to Chisholm. Chisholm.
Nice move by Chisholm to pick up the first down. They had him right back by the sticks, and good little move there. Chisholm's an athlete.
He is just fantastic. He's always been terrific.
As Chuck Knox used to say, big players make big plays.
That is deep.
It was very deep, and that's about all he'd say. He didn't give you much.
Mitchell Harper on the tackle one more time tonight. 1st and 10, ending up, I don't know if we're going to get this one off. They just get it off, and Newton with the ball, but he doesn't go too far here, and that'll end the third quarter. We'll head to the fourth. Glacier Peak, and we got an injured player here?
No, he's just shaken up a little bit. It looks like he's up and fine, number 75 from Monroe.
All right, you see that last play one more time. All right, are we going to stay here? Okay, fourth quarter coming up, STSPN.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive. American Family Insurance.
Back here, homecoming, 42-10 on a brisk October evening. Scott Ohsman, Tim Boyle, and it looks like Ryan Kinney warming up down there, Ronnie.
Oh, and he got to play, got his debut last week, and did pretty well.
Yes, he did.
Came out with a 28-13 victory at Mariner.
Did just fine.
Probably a good move. No reason to risk Baby Z at this moment.
Nope, got a little banged up over against Lake Stevens.
Looked good tonight, though. Didn't look like he was hurting at all.
No, he's fine.
Oh, and you got Evan Manis is on crutches right now.
Oh,
not
boy.
a good sign there.
That is not good. Blankenship, the quarterback in. Tip drill!
Oh, and almost picked off there.
Hawk.
Yeah, Evan Manis has got his ankle all taped up and he's on crutches, so sorry to see that.
Yeah, hopefully he can get a quick recovery. The problem is they go to Mount Vernon, and that is such a tough game.
They will need him at Mount Vernon for sure. And Mount Vernon, of course, beat Monroe this year, and a lot of people didn't expect that.
No. Monroe, 4-1, 6-1 overall, the Bulldogs. 3rd and 8 here for the Bearcats, though. Blankenship, the quarterback, in now, the sophomore. Now dumps it down, trying to go to Little, but Little.
Actually, it was a good throw when he was Blankenship scrambling there. Makes a good throw. Just kind of slipped through the hands of Little there.
And I think he heard Ryan Black, 33 on the coverage there. Great to see Ryan back.
Ian's brother?
Ian's brother. He played, we saw him the beginning of the season, then he was been injured.
Correct. Is this his first game back?
He might have played last week. We weren't there, so I don't know, but I don't recall him playing before that.
I think you're right. 4th and 8, and Monroe's going to have to punt here. Clock's kind of their enemy at the moment.
Low snap, and Chisholm is the punter this time, and big bounce, and it's picked up.
Dangerous pickup there.
Scampering down there, Preston Weaver. And he's still going, but he finally is taken down, and he's...
Oh, was that Preston Weaver?
It is.
Ah.
It's a nice shot.
Logan's third cousin once removed. No, they're actually first cousins. D. Schneider.
D. Schneider's little cousin. D. Schneider the second.
Looked like they tried to give him a little extracurricular, too, on that tackle.
A little business.
Yeah.
He's saying right there?
Right there.
Doug, the PA announcer. I could go into my Howard Cosell. Right there.
Right there. You do a good Howard Cosell.
He's down at the 38.
Well, we got a quarterback out there, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
Good call, Ron.
There you go. We saw that. And is it Kenny?
No, it's still
No, it's still Baby Z.
But another flag, though. Now, somebody's in motion. That's probably some type of procedural call.
That was in.
Let's see what they're going to say here.
Corbin Ferry carried the ball.
Yeah, false start, illegal motion. Yeah.
Boy, interesting. I'm not sure what is going on. Glacier Peak to this point has not had this prolific of penalties.
Yeah, and the only thing in their favor now is it's not a real close game.
Yeah.
Had this been a real close game, 90 yards we're saying in penalties.
That used to be like an average, like
yeah.
4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Child's play.
But 11 penalties.
Oh, they used to average. Do you remember?
Oh,
they
absolutely.
averaged 11 penalties a game one year.
They did. This is probably the cleanest year they've had up until this point.
They're going to throw the whole stats off now. 2nd and 10 from the Bearcat 38. Corbin Ferry up the middle. Look at Ferry go.
I think he picked up the first down
Yes,
there,
he
too.
did.
He's going to be awfully close if he didn't. Yep, they're moving the chains.
Tackled by number 35, Brendan Rodriguez.
Tackle by Brendan Rodriguez for Monroe. Monroe just so young, only 6 seniors on the roster. He's gonna be just fine here.
No, they're going to definitely bounce back, without a doubt.
1st and 10, they're gonna get the ball again to Ferry, and Corbin Ferry.
That was good. That actually fooled me on that.
Yes, standing people up on the left side there. Another Glacier Peak first down. Here's another look. It's interesting, actually. That play makes me think of a lot of things you see now in college and also the Rams and the NFL. They're doing a lot of motion, a lot of movement, a lot of deception where the quarterback goes through.
Oh, yeah, the Rams do it really well, too.
See it one more time, and Corbin Ferry is getting the load of the work there.
That was number 28 there.
Oh, is it Owens?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Who's going to correct me if you're not here?
Well, I don't know. That's nobody, probably.
Got an early morning tomorrow. I got to be on an aeroplane down to the desert.
Oh, no, the early mornings because it's game day starts at 6 a.m.
I know.
tomorrow.
Does it start at 6 here?
6 a.m.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, they got to not like the West Coast starts. Owen, one more time. Battles through and gets a GP first down. Good pickup. We got a hurt Bearcat.
We got 2 Monroe Bearcats on there. We don't like to see that. Ouch. I don't know if they ran into each other.
Oh, my goodness.
Number 1's 21.
And there's Coach Bumpus out. That is in the white and black shirt, yep.
We're looking at some
21,
pretty,
that's Gavin.
Pretty free injury game here for a while, but all of a sudden it's turning bad here. Colin Biggs is on the sidelines over here, too. He's not coming back again.
Oh, that's too bad. We'll take a break here. We'll let these guys tend to them, and we'll come back here with 10 minutes left to go in the game. You're watching Friday night on STSPN.
Doesn't look like either.
Back here, as hear the clapping because we're happy that these kids are up and going to be okay as they help Gavin Newton. What a game he has had.
Well, 2 of them came off.
Yeah, it was 52. Is that 50?
Not sure if that's George Kelly. So all of a sudden, injuries popping up here in the 7th or 8th game of the season. And we're hearing Kalen Briggs is banged up as well, so he's going to take the remainder of the evening off for Glacier Peak. First and 10.
That's going to be a flag. It's going to be a false start there. They're about 4 people move. False start on the whole team.
Weaver, number 30 there, had the ball.
12th penalty against the Grizzlies.
Now, other than the Wazoo Oregon game tomorrow, any other games you're interested in? I mean, Michigan State.
Yeah, well, Huskies got Colorado coming into town, and they could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Their quarterback for Colorado is really good, so I didn't see who the top couple teams were playing.
Well, you have Clemson, and there's more illegal procedure there.
What are they
Corbin
doing?
Ferry.
What in the world? Another false start. 13 penalties now. Kind of weird that all of a sudden today these penalties just start racking up. Good news is the scoreboard looks really good for Bender.
Yep.
So
it's been a while since Glacier Peak has come up on top to the Monroe Bearcats.
It sure has. And, they're exacting a little bit of revenge here from some really lopsided games the last couple of years.
As we kind of round out here the fall sports. And
good little, I think that was
Corbin Ferry, yep.
Picks up some good yardage there.
Some substitutions there. Mark Walker Rittgers comes out. 71 for Glacier Peak.
No, it's kind of a game within the game right here, Scott. So, yeah, they're getting pushed back a little bit, but they're also chewing some clock here, too, with these running plays.
Abdul Khani comes in, 79. Ziomis. Weaver.
That's Weaver. Now, that's going to make it a manageable 3rd down there. So Weaver picks up a few there, and it's going to be like 3rd and 7 maybe. So, and they're getting to the point where they're probably they're in 4th down territory here. So
Aiden Ziomis still out there.
Clock running, 7:56.
I guess it's possible this could be Aiden Ziomis in the senior's last home game. Maybe. Weaver. Good tackle there by Dawson Pratt for Monroe.
Now that's going to bring up 4th down. It's going to be an interesting call here.
Kick a field goal.
Field goal is going to be about 37 yards if they choose to do that.
Child's play for Braden Corwin.
And here I see Braden Corwin coming out
on
the field.
He's got 1 kick this year from 43. That's it.
That's
other
the
than
only
PATs.
field goal
Yes.
that we've watched.
Well, I don't
think he got one in the Lake Stevens game.
No,
right?
he didn't. And I get if they didn't report
I don't think
one.
he got one in the other game either because it was 28-13.
Yeah.
Well, here it is right
here. Here it is. Let's see. It's going to be 37 yards. Kick is high. Meldrum's down. It's blocked.
Meldrum
actually.
of course, Meldrum's there to jump on that ball.
I want to see that one more time.
That's unfortunate.
That really is. No replay on the field goals, I guess. Anyway, that's unfortunate. They don't get very many chances on them.
No, that is unfortunate. It kind of blew a big drive there too.
They ate a lot of clock though. 6:56 left in the game.
Monroe's going to have to act quickly here.
Yeah, we hope Fergoso's okay, but it's been Blankenship, and he hands it off to 13, who got the start tonight. Figueroa that
their stud did not get this hurt. Blake Rybar, the junior.
No game.
Tackled by number 78, Tyler Pring.
Clock ticking.
Isaac Figueroa, the junior.
Going to be a big win for the Grizzlies tonight.
It is.
Looking like they're going to hang on here.
.6:15 left to go. Blankenship over, and he's caught by Chisholm. Still on his feet, getting wrestled down there by Jaden Claps.
Taking about 2 or 3 Grizzlies to get him down there. See where they put that forward progress.
Shout out to Coach Plank on the farm, freshman head coach. He was tweeting in about Claps and about his youngins.
Claps is going to be a beast next year.
Yep. Well, it's always this time of year. I'm not jumping to basketball, but it is kind of this time of year. I know we got a lot of football left, but I start getting kind of excited about basketball. Yeah.
There's Chisholm again.
This time
look at how many tackles
he's
he's
throwing people around.
Seems like the first guy never gets him.
It's true.
You got to kind of gang tackle him.
Yeah, still 5 minutes left, but it would be interesting. I mean, he's got 12 touchdowns in 7 games. He's scoreless tonight so far.
Yeah, they got some time here.
Now, for our Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game, and I'm surprised Ron Henthorn hasn't chimed in like 6 times already.
At halftime.
Yeah, before the game.
Yeah, before the game. Who are you going to pick tonight?
4th and 2, and they're going to go.
It's a fumble. Oh, and he actually got it.
Did he?
He picked it up, and he may have a first down. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
No.
Blankenship. They're going to.
I don't think he got it.
So, what's
Glacier
the
Peak,
spot?
I think it's a turnover on downs there.
What a spot. My goodness.
Well, what do you mean? I mean,
it looked like he got up like 3 yards ahead there. Doesn't matter. First and 10, Glacier Peak.
It was 4th down, so Glacier Peak's going to get another chance here.
Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. You got Maake Fafita we talked about. Obviously Trevor Meldrum.
Right? Yeah, we'll discuss it at the next break, but I think we got arguments in the booth going on.
It's a little like McGregor. The cage is up.
People are jumping into the booth here.
Scott Estition wants his vote tallied.
Okay, now I think you got your new quarterback in there, guys. Number 6.
There he
Number
is.
6.
Kenny hands it off to Corbin Ferry, and he's hit hard there at the end of the run. It gets across the 30, though.
Yeah, good little pickup on first down. Maybe 8 yards. They're gonna say 7. Looks closer to like 8 from here, but offensive coordinator will take 2nd and 2 and 2nd and 3 any day of the week.
Ferry with 50 yards, and
Corbin
Corbin Ferry's going to get in another first down. Boy, he is deceptively, shifty and strong. He just kind of puts it down.
And he's kind of quietly picking up a bunch of yards because he's getting them 4 or 5 at a time here. And
Ryan Kenny last week in the win over Mariner, 9 completions on 21 throws, 70 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 interception here for the young Ryan Kenny. Hands it off. And this time it's number 34. A lot of new kids in the ball game. Reese DeHaunt, another senior.
He got a little extracurricular after the tackle here.
Little love tap there. Oh, that was a little, come on down. Oh, that's a big ice.
Looks like you got Manis and, isn't that Castro sitting next to him?
Yeah, that's Castro.
He's
What's
not
going
hurt,
on
is he?
there?
We'll have to ask Ronnie if Castro's hurt too, or if he just got his leg up.
Yeah. And now it's number 32.
First down, too.
Alexander Sparks in the ball game, a sophomore.
Is that the first time we've called his name?
I think so.
Nicely done. They're kind of doing a good job of mixing it up here.
Yeah, here's the little stumbling, bumbling right here. Look at that.
Looks like we got a few extra players in there we haven't seen for a while, but you guys got to come up with the player of the game here in 2 minutes or so.
There it is, on cue. Thank you,
we'll
Riley.
give it to you.
Kenny to Sparks. Sparks this time meets 2 big Bearcats, and he slams them down. Hawking.
Are you trying to say Hawkinson
excuse me.
again?
No, hacking. Hacking. Daniel Hacking, 31 on the tackle.
Clock's down to 2:21.
The pressure is on for the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game here, Ryan Kinney. Now as he hands it off, he keeps it, and Kenny punished for that decision.
He's close. Oh, man. Oh, I thought the other guy had it. You're right.
See it one more time. Kenny.
We got David Castro down there on the bench with a little ice on an ankle, too.
Yeah, we saw that. Briggs is hanging out down there as well.
All the starters are banged up.
Yeah, that's not good. They can't go on the IR here. 3rd and 8. 3rd and goal, excuse me. Now we got 84 in motion. Corbin Ferry does get the ball this time. Trying to stumble, bumble, rumble down, but he's stopped at the 5.
Now, what are they going to do here on about 4th and 4, 4th and 5? Clock's ticking at 1 minute and 15. Probably just go for it, looks like.
See the signals being brought in.
Ron, we got player of the game for you, just in.
Isaac Ellison, the running back here.
That's not player of the game.
Well, I'm just telling you, this junior 5'7", 130 in with 4th down and goal to go. And here's Kenny. Kenny going the outside. Can he get in there? No, he's stuffed.
By about an inch.
Austin Moyes with a big hit right on the goal line.
Player of the game, Ron's going to be Trevor Meldrum.
Who you got for player of the game?
Trevor Meldrum.
Can't hear you.
Number 44, Trevor Meldrum.
Meldrum, okay.
Meldrum.
So you get
44, Meldrum. Okay.
Yeah, he had about 97 yards and a touchdown, Ron.
I need more Meldrum. And a block kick recovery.
That's right.
Well, yes. Add that to the list. So Monroe takes over on the stop.
Coaches are going kind of crazy on the sideline.
Yeah, what's going on over there? And this is Efton Chisholm,
there's a
the
flag,
3rd.
2 flags.
And he's finally spun
I
down
think
at
that's
the 29.
Back. The one flag was thrown early and it was in the end zone, so I'm not sure. Not exactly sure what that is. If it's a hold, it's a safety.
Really?
If it's a hold in the end zone, it's a safety.
That would get you very excited.
Yeah, I'd like to see a safety, sure. We haven't seen any this year, have we?
No. Well, you like that the penalty could cause a safety. It's really not about the safety.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. It looks like it is a hold, and it is against Monroe. Now, if that happened in the end zone, it is a safety. I'm not. It should have. The flag came from the end zone, so.
Luke Carpenter and the crew, they are getting a workout tonight. The officiating, I hope they don't do the math on their hourly wage tonight, because
look where they're marking that ball, Scott, like right on the goal line.
Half the distance.
I mean, that thing, the nose is on the goal line of that.
Nobody breathe hard. Could go in there.
33 seconds left. They just need to get it.
Now there's more whistles, and we want a timeout.
They're going to think about this.
That's Monroe. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll gather ourselves and prepare for the Adrenaline Fundraising player of the game, post game, all that jazz right next coming up.
Daniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here, 33 seconds left to go. A happy homecoming home game here for Glacier Peak. 42-10, and they'll just run it out. And did they tackle him in the end zone?
I don't
Is it a
think
safety?
So, forward progress. I don't think. Yeah, forward progress are going to get him. I think he might have picked up about 1 yard there. But that's probably going to be the last play of the game right there.
Want to thank our presenting sponsor, as always, Ace Hardware, Lake Stevens and Everett on Evergreen Way. And that'll do it. That's it. 42-10 is our final score. The Glacier Peak Grizzlies are victorious. And we'll try and get number 44, Trevor Meldrum, the sophomore. What a game. He's been strong all season long, Tim Boyle.
Yeah, and he's been kind of flirting with player of the game all season, and congratulations to him for actually getting it tonight.
96 yards, 1 touchdown for Trevor. And we'll also try and get head coach Nick Bender, who I think overall, obviously, he's happy with the 42-10, but very sloppy game for coach, and I'm sure they got a lot to work on. It's kind of the coaches love it, Tim, because yes, they won the game, but they can also get the kids' attention and saying, we got to clean a lot of stuff up.
And to his defense, Monroe didn't get called for a couple penalties they should have got called on, so it didn't quite go. If you're going to ask Bender, he's going to tell you that the penalties weren't exactly evenly
equitable
called. Yes, equitable is a good term. But now,
I'm here for you.
Now, Glacier Peak gets to go up to Mount Vernon and play for number 2 and 3 in the district.
And I'm sure, you know, Briggs and Manis and all those kids, hopefully they'll bounce back. That's a good thing about being young. You can bounce back. But everybody's banged up this time of year. As we see Trevor Meldrum come over, we'll go down around the wedge Henthorn for our Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game. And we can't hear him as usual. Turn it on, Mike. Turn on the mic, Ronnie. Turn it on. Turn their mic on. There you go.
All right, we on now?
We are. Go.
All right, sorry. All right, down here. This is Ron Henthorn with Kevin Meldrum. Kevin, player of the game. Tell me again what you just said.
Man, it feels good. Like, I don't know what to say. It's crazy feeling. It was a great game. Team played great. I loved it. Great game.
You had 97 yards with that and total TD for 1 TD.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, just the way the plays were set up, the way their defense and all just played together really well.
Well, you did a good job out there being a workhorse today.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you got some good help from the rest of your guys out there.
Yeah, for real. We got a couple guys out, though, which I'm kind of scared about, but the game went well. I'm very happy right now.
All right, good. I got a shirt here for you. Hold that up in front of you. Let these gals take a picture. Is that your mom over there?
Yes, that is my mom.
All right.
We know he's a sophomore.
Kevin Meldrum, player of the game.
Thank you.
And his mom taking a good picture.
Thank you so much.
Go back and join your players.
Yeah.
I want to thank his mom because she's the one who identified we had an incorrect.
Kevin and his mom.
Yeah, we had an incorrect.
Look at that.
That's great.
They're very happy for him.
That's so cool. Thank you, Ron.
It's actually Trevor Meldrum. Just, to clear the record there.
Middle name might
sophomore.
be Kevin. He might be Kevin. Middle name
He's
might
a little
be
bit.
Kevin.
He's a little bit country.
Yeah, that's right.
But good job. Congratulations to Trevor for finally grabbing that player of the game.
And he's the holder.
And he is the holder. And he jumped on a block kick today too. So now we'll see if we can get Coach Bender and see how he's feeling about tonight. So, Ron, can you hear us right now?
I don't know. The band's playing down there. It's hard probably to hear.
What do we want?
Sure.
What do we want Ron to ask Coach Bender?
I want to know what does he think about going into Mount Vernon, and about the penalties were almost an anomaly tonight. I mean, it's just massive penalties, over 100 yards.
Yeah,
Statistician.
13 penalties for about 100 yards. Hey, Ron, if you can hear us, ask Bender how he feels about going up to Mount Vernon and playing for second and third in the league and a home playoff spot up for grabs.
We'll see here next week.
Not sure if Ron can hear us.
We're not sure. And Snohomish, Meadowdale were tied up, or it was a close ball game. I don't know if we have any totals there. But while we wait for Nick Bender, Tim Boyle, if this is our swan song for the 2018 season here on STSPN, it's been fun as usual.
Absolutely.
What's that? For the two of us, I'm just saying for you.
They're kicking me out.
No, I wish Samantha Boyle, one of the top runners in the state.
Yeah, she's having a good year, but well, unfortunately, the next time we have a home game, I'm going to be in Pasco, Washington for the state cross-country championship, so I'll miss the first game.
Well, we'll see how it shakes out now with Mount Vernon. Now, Monroe goes and plays Cascade. So
that's probably,
yeah,
they're probably going to win that.
Although we love the coach there.
I mean, obviously the big game, the big game is going to be, and the whole district is going to be Mount Vernon and Glacier Peak, without even including 3A and 4A. I mean, that's going to be the big game in all Wesco next week.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Bender talking to a reporter over there in the far field. I can see Ron there, but Ron's going to have to get him a lot closer for our mic to even work, probably. Well, it's been fun, man. 8 years. Just you and me. The Scott and Tim show, what? Yes, they did. We want to thank everybody on the STSPN crew.
It has been 8 years.
It's our 8th year, yeah. You can look on STSPN, obviously all of our archives, thousands of videos. We've had quite a busy Todd Elvig, just now starting to look like he's wearing down on the fall sports with volleyball every other night and football.
He's like the busiest man in Wesco.
He is. 5-tool player. Spinning the dials.
I'm going to have Nick in a minute here, so guys, hang on.
Yep, we got you. Also, I know there's some listeners, if they're still with us, who have been enjoying the first season of our podcast, Something About Nothing.
Yes, and we're kind of on a hiatus right now, but don't give up on us.
All right, Scott, you got me up there?
We do. You're on with Nick
Scott,
Bender. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead, Ronnie.
All right, hey, down there with Nick Bender. Nick, the game kind of turned out really good in your favor score-wise, but you had a few mishaps along the way. So, overall, what do you think of the game tonight?
I think I'm happy with the result. There's no doubt about it. I even kind of put myself in timeout there in the second half. I was up in the booth. I had to control myself because I was getting a little emotional, and that's the opposite of what I teach the kids, and I owned up on it. So I put myself in timeout, but we got to clean up the 13 penalties or whatever it is. Whether they be realistic penalties or questionable ones, it doesn't matter. We shouldn't have give them the opportunity to call them.
Well, I think you're right about that, and I understand that, but we had a good view of that last play of the first half there, and it was pretty much a horse collar the way we saw it on the screen.
Like I said at halftime, that's how I saw it with my eyes as well. But, these guys do a great job with very, very little they get out of it, so they make a judgment call sometimes. And no matter what you think about it, it's a tough job for them because they're going to upset half of the stands, half of the fans, and half of the field no matter what calls they make. I don't ever want to be in that position.
No, I think you'd rather be a coach than a referee.
A little bit more stuff I can control in that regard, yes.
All right, so you got a few guys a little banged up here tonight. I hope that works out good for you, but give them some rest this week and see what happens next week.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll do our recuperation. We'll start with weight and yoga. We'll have our character development piece with the Real Man program, talking about the proper way to treat women because tomorrow's homecoming. And so teach them how to actually meet a person on a date, a real man with character. And then we'll give them a little bit of rest and we'll hit the ground running again on Monday.
Great. Up midnight, and good to see you again. We'll see you next time.
Appreciate it. Go Grizz.
All right, good luck in the playoffs. All right, back to you, Scott. There you have it from Nick Bender.
There you go. Thank you, Ronnie. That's good. Good program. A safe homecoming for everybody involved, all the schools. That's good. That's a good program. I like that as well. And Nick Bender having to put himself in a timeout.
I like that too.
And
I know exactly what he's talking about. He was frustrated, and I could see why. So that's a good move by Bender to put himself in timeout. I should do that sometime.
As we know, Coach Bender always says we got the audio this time because his mom always tells him, you know, he wants to watch his interviews. His parents watch his interviews. Right? Yeah, so we hope they're doing well, and he did.
Does that mean we got like 5 listeners now?
Yeah, well, 4 or 5 maybe. Excellent. You can put 2 on the board. Anyway, it's a final homecoming here. Everybody here. Todd Helvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player. For Jesse, Marcio helping on the camera, Scott Dyer, the statistician, Tim Boyle, Scott Ohsman saying so long. 42-10, Glacier Peak, victorious. Good night, everybody.
Good night.